clue what's coming next. The demon's grin returned as she flexed her sharp claws. Suddenly, chains erupted as blood-red eyes watched. The fake angel let out a wicked, mocking laugh. What a lovely sound. That's the price for your rudeness. Ugh, you're just a lackey for some evil god. Whack. A slap landed instantly. You insolent brat, you've actually made my master curious, believe it or not. I'm here to cleanse those annoying sins of yours. Get ready. Dark energy began tainting his mind. Meanwhile, back in the real world, a creepy shadow started dancing around Zhou Yi's body. Sensing that foul energy, Master Wong leaped into action, pouring in his mana to keep the formation from shattering. Master Wong wondered how a dark deity's aura ended up in an angelic bloodline. Could these holy remains belong to one of that god's victims? Zhu Huayang turned pale as the magic circle pushed him back. Oh boy, our friend Zhou is in a real pickle. That gloom wants to snuff out his light. Suddenly, Master Wong's face lit up. Wait a minute. It looks like Zhou Yi's heavenly strength isn't dipping at all. In fact, he is leveling up. His frosty light powers are absolutely clobbering that darkness. Inside his mind, Zhou used his dual bloodlines to shatter the fake angel's chains. She was stunned, having been just moments away from a soul-flavored snack. Where did this huge wave of holy mana come from? Zhou Yi had evolved into a shining knight with stunning frozen wings. He drew his blade and gave that fake angel a pointy surprise. Her disguise melted away, revealing a creepy servant of the dark god laughing wickedly. Is that a tickle kid? Your tantrum won't stop my master? The monster swung its rusty chains at our hero, but only hit a solid wall of frost. Before the baddie could blink, a magic circle glowed under its feet, sending sharp ice spears right through its chest. Nice trick, but your human mana is just a tiny candle compared to our power. As a loyal servant, I have a dark strength that a normal human could never dream of. The beast swelled to a massive size, and 1,000 creepy eyes shot deadly lasers right at Zhou Yi. But our hero danced through the chaos, dodging rays like a pro. Quit running, the monster yelled, catching Zhou with chains for a final blast. What a twist. Zhou snapped those chains and popped a shield, barely dodging that finishing move. Wait, what? The villain was floored. Regaining its cool, it doubled down, spamming laser beams from every single eyeball. Zhou Yi stayed nimble, weaving through the fire until he was face to face with the big boss. With one polite finger poke, he turned the monster into stardust. Right then, a glowing orb floated down from the heavens above. Zhou powered down and caught the orb. In reality, a huge beam of light crashed down on our boy, making the elders super thrilled. Wow, so this is true angelic strength. With the corruption gone, his holy and frost bloodlines made the perfect combo. A lovely spirit gave Zhou a hug before vanishing, proving the fusion worked. Master Zhu stroked his beard and beamed with a proud smile. This kid's destiny is simply incredible. To think that in such a scary moment, he was gifted by the light, turning a mess into a huge win. Master Wong beamed with pride while checking on his star pupil. How's it going, Zhou Yi? The boy grinned, feeling his power reach amazing heights. Suddenly, a wave of shiny system windows popped up. He had unlocked a special 6-winged angel he bloodline. Divine Rune of Light. A-rank talent. This holy rune gives you amazing control over light and frosty ice magic. As you grow, your talent for other magical elements will blossom even more. An innate talent. Magic immunity. B+ gives you a lucky chance to ignore enemy spells, especially those pesky stuns and debuffs. The 6-winged angel. I even inherited 2 extra talents with it. Zhou cheered. Master Wong's eyes nearly popped out of his head in total shock. A 6-winged angel. Your fusion was a massive success, my boy. That's easily the most elite rank in the angelic hierarchy. Furthermore, those angelic talents will keep evolving until they hit the legendary S+ rank one day. Master, Zhou chirped, I also unlocked an S+ secret art called Divine Angel Body. Zhou blinked, reading the new screen in the air. Hidden Bloodline Art. Divine Angel Body. S+ lets you tap into your core power and transform into a holy angel. The stronger you get, the more force you can safely unleash. Careful, before level 50, this power hasn't been fully tamed yet. Using this trump card will leave you feeling quite drained. Go ahead, give it a whirl right now. Zhou Yi, let's see how much your strength jumps when you transform. With a deep breath, the boy focused his energy to trigger his new secret form. Suddenly, a massive burst of holy energy exploded. Master Wong stood there speechless, floored by the intense pressure filling the room. Master Wong used his spiritual senses to get a better look at Zhou Yi. Simply marvelous. Your power just jumped 5 times. How does it feel? It's wild. I've never felt this much raw energy in my veins before. The light and ice feel like my best friends. I can direct them with just a single thought. The power surge was so big that the villa's security system panicked. Warning, high-level energy detected. Engaging level 3 defensive protocols immediately. A six-winged angel really is nature's favorite. Quick, turn it off, or the house's defense system will actually try to fight you. Zhou Yi pulled back his power, and the villa finally settled into a peaceful, quiet state. Right then, Zhou felt wobbly and cast a quick heal while Master Wang watched worriedly. Are you all right? Does anything hurt, my boy? The boost was great, but I'm not used to this intensity. My whole body feels like it just ran a marathon. Wang Hui noted, your bloodline art is incredible for combat, but that six-winged angel power is quite taxing for now. The toll is heavy, so please save it as a last resort. Observing them, Chu Huaduang marveled at their potential. Imagine having a legendary angel bloodline, 2 top-tier evolution perks, and an S-rank secret art like the angel's divine body. Most only dream of reaching Xiaoyi's level. Given your awakening, I bet your sister's ice bloodline is just as formidable. To ensure she has the best awakening possible, you'll need to refine that cold ice lotus into a special cooling pill. Suhong University has a fantastic alchemy department. Simply place an order via the school portal, then go get some restful sleep. Wang Hui patted Xiaoyi's shoulder. After he left, Chu Huaduang turned serious and asked, Headmaster, why did dark deity energy target him? If even a single hair on his head were harmed, it would be a catastrophe for our school and the whole nation. Light's grace saved him. I'll begin a deep investigation into this right away. We'll search every corner for the truth. Back at his dorm, Xiaoyi focused on prepping his sister's pill refinement. Besides the ice lotus, the recipe calls for another A-rank treasure, some rare ice spirit grass. The ice lotus arrives soon. Xiaoyi did the math. Bronze medals are worth 500 credits each. Silver earns 1,000 credits, and gold is worth 2,000. My current balance is looking absolutely perfect. I'll just grab it from the campus store later. Suddenly, Su Minhee arrived with the rewards the dean had promised him. He felt incredibly powerful today. This aura wasn't from a level up, but rather his noble bloodline's majestic presence. Su Minhee was quietly impressed by the change. After hearing her explanation, Xiaoyi felt a little confused. Why is the dean giving me gifts? Wang Hui is your coach, but you're still our student attending the War Academy. Plus, these rewards are for all our top-ranking freshmen. Oh, I see. But why specify the War Academy? Miss Su, our mage, is actually banned from teaching here. Is there some secret rule? Su Minhee giggled, handing him an A-rank heavenly mountain dragon root. Then came an A-rank treasure rare ice spirit grass, plus an A-rank chaos short sword and B-rank eternal white armor. She also included B-rank Windchaser Sinews Dragon Blood and C-rank skill books like Chilly Ice Touch and Bright Blade of Light. Of all the items, one shiny prize caught his eye. The Ice Spirit Grass. Combined with the Lotus, it creates a legendary frost pill to awaken the Arctic Ice bloodline. Is my dream finally becoming a reality? That luck potion is definitely the real deal. Once I get that Lotus and the herbs, it's alchemy time. The Arctic frost pill will soon be mine. After the handoff, Su Minhee turned protective. You've leveled up, but the raging wind mountains are still quite dangerous. Going into the inner region is reckless. Only make your move when you're completely confident in your abilities. A flicker of worry crossed Miss Su's face. Many stars graduate, but those who truly shine are rare gems. Please understand the risks. Far too many geniuses fall before they ever get a chance to truly shine. Forgive my nagging, but caution is always best. I can't exactly tell her my system has my back. Those dangerous mountains are basically under my control. I hear you loud and clear, Miss Su. Thank you so much. I'll take your advice to heart. By the way, one quick question. I've grown much stronger now. Where can I find some safe, high-octane combat practice? You're a monster. Su Minhee led him to a robot arena. Activate these training bots and choose your difficulty level. These mechanical warriors range from level 1 to level 10. More robots mean their power spikes exponentially. At stance 10, a single bot can crush a master-level fighter. Additionally, every move is recorded by those tiny camera bots. They'll track your stats and generate a performance report. You can stop anytime, but please start with the easy ones. I have to head to class. Just take it one steady step. Don't overdo it. Now Xiaoyi just had to signal the sphere. The second she left, he was ready to play. Ocular sphere, let's go. Start at combat level. Stance 7. System engaged. Monitoring is live. Let's hunt. 50 training robots are deploying now. Stay alert. Combat stance 7 is officially active. Suddenly, a storm of bullets and bombs rained down. For a master of evasion like him, total child's play. Xiaoyi quickly prepared a chilling counterattack, unleashing his new frost power fueled by his legendary bloodline. One punch was all it took. This power is awesome. Xiaoyi grinned, unleashing a frost storm that wiped everyone out. Attention, Master Zhou. Yi, you've cleared the level 7 trial. Just a moment while we process your results. 50 bots wiped out in under 4 minutes. Incredible performance. Your assessment rating is officially off the charts. That frost magic is wonderful for crowd control. Level 7 was a breeze, so let's aim for something tougher. Joe smiled and didn't hesitate. Hey, ocular sphere. Let's skip the small stuff and dive into level 10. With the old bots trashed, it's time for the backup plan. The machines are getting some super fancy upgrades. An elite training unit is heading your way. This robot fights like a level 25 pro. Higher intelligence engaged. If things get a little too spicy for you, just say the word to end the session safely. Joe's eyes lit up. Finally, a real challenge to sink his teeth into. Time to get serious. 3, 2, 1, go. The robot used frost magic, but Joe jumped high, instantly creating a dazzling ice double. He mixed light with ice for a perfect clone. The confused robot had no idea which Joe was real. He fired a sacred light spike to break its blade, but the machine copied him and deflected the attack. Hey, it's copying me. That's a bit rude, right? Did the system leak my data? Warning systems now synced. Combat efficiency maxed out, weapon modules optimized and ready. Suddenly, the robot's cannon transformed into a metallic wolf. It can even mimic the Gale Wolf. How fascinating. Joe realized it was time to meet this challenge head on. He pivoted, knocking the wolf back. Angel's domain activate. Let's see you try to copy this little move. As the headmaster's newest pupil, I've gained amazing perks. My progress is skyrocketing, even though level 7 used to be hard. Let's see how much I've improved today. But when Jiang Charan scanned her thumb at the door, a message popped up. Terribly sorry, but the bots are totally wrecked. Please be patient and return tomorrow once we fix the mess. This is the rookie zone. Most don't dare pass level 6. Even an elite senior would struggle with level 10. Who's inside? Back with Joe, he summoned holy chains. The radiant links coiled around the bot, freezing it in place. Using the power of light's true sight, he spotted every single flaw to perfectly aim his ultimate finishing move. The core was exposed. Joe threw a massive punch, turning the machine and the entire room into piles of junk. Level 10 simulation cleared. Fantastic work. Access to the main system has now been fully restored for you. Things are a mess here, so please wait until next week. Level 10 is done. Who was that mysterious student? Churin approached, looking very curious. Congrats, Joe. You finished the level 10 test in 5 minutes and 32 seconds. Your results are amazing. Physical power hit 27,034 and your magic damage reached 56,021. Your peak damage hit 106,021. If that wolf hadn't surprised me, I'd have won easily. I definitely need to find a magical beast partner to fight alongside me. As Joe pondered, a happy voice chirped, Senior Joe. Yichiran ran over, grinning. Have you finished your bloodline fusion? How did you get this strong so fast? Oh, it was nothing. I just wrapped up the fusion process this morning. I have the 6-winged angel bloodline now. Chiran's eyes beamed. That's amazing. You've inherited such a rare and divine power. My phantom blood is just high quality at best. Joe simply gave her a very polite and humble little smile. He asked Chiran to show him the beast market to find a partner. She was more than happy to help. Later at the market, silver-ranked tiger cubs for 110 points, or dragon-horned rhinos for 210 points. Last one left, so hurry up. Chiran guided Joe through the stalls. Find anything you like yet? Senior. Joe replied, I encountered a gale wolf once on Mount Quangfang. It was a bit of a pity, though. I fainted after a battle and missed my chance to bond. I'm hoping to find a cub with strong wind powers. Right as he spoke, a salesman shouted, a gale wolf cub. I happen to have one right here for you. A bespectacled young man smiled. Hey there, I'm Liu Ji, a third-year beast tamer from the logistics department. I've got a gale wolf cub I raised myself. Would you like to take a quick peek? Chiran whispered. Since he's a student here, his beasts are likely way better than the ones from those street vendors. Joe nodded politely. Let's see him. Liu Ji held up a pup with different colored eyes and began his pitch. He's 10 days old with silver rank potential. You can take this little guy home for only 60 points. Joe felt a bit disappointed. Just silver. Do you have any gold-ranked ones? Wait, gold rank. You won't find one in this market, but if I hear anything about a gold rank wolf, I'll notify you immediately. Prices are soaring, aren't they? Let's skip that. Check this out, Joe. Yi scooped up a tiny wolf cub. The little guy loved him instantly with a cute yip. But wait, Senior Joe Yi, he looks a bit scrawny. Lu Shi felt slightly awkward hearing that. Gale wolves are small by nature, as for his tiny stature. Joe Yi held the fluff ball up and beamed. No worries at all. This little fella is coming home with me. No bad pets, just bad owners. I see real potential here. After paying, Lu Shi handed over a special scroll. Consider this contract scroll a little bonus that is 60 points total. Go ahead and bond with him now. Store him in your spirit space later for easy travel. Meanwhile, Luji was secretly doing a happy dance. This was the runtiest wolf in the whole pack. He feared nobody would buy him until this lucky guy appeared. Good thing the points are already paid. A failed contract from such a weakling would have been a total mess. All right, buddy, let's get stronger together. With a smile, Joe, Yi started the bonding ritual with the cub. That 12-hour luck potion was working overtime. Suddenly, the tiny cub transformed into a legendary beast, stunning everyone. Look at that purple glow. Did an actual epic tier mana beast just hatch right before our eyes? An epic beast from this shop. How lucky. Hey, want to sell him? I will give you 1,000 points. This little guy was a hidden epic beast all along. Once he tasted your mana, his true power finally awakened. Zhou Ye gave a shy grin, thinking epic tier. I totally lowballed how strong that luck potion actually was. The crowd's gasps made Lu Ju seethe with jealousy. He just sold a legendary beast to a rookie for pennies. Hey, Zhou Yi, the little guy needs a name, Jiang Churan chirped. Zhou Yi smiled. Let's call him Xiaoyi. As the friends played with Xiaoyi Lu, Zhou suddenly interrupted, saying, Pardon me, student, but I made a mistake. I undercharged you for this wolf. To keep him, you owe me another 1,500 points immediately. Otherwise, break the bond and hand him back. I will refund 300 points. Hurry up and choose now. Don't blame me if things get rough if you refuse. Onlookers whispered that Lucio missed the cub's true rank. He wouldn't have sold it so cheap, otherwise the Lu family has deep ties and partners with this academy. These guys are in for it now. Keeping that epic tier mana beast is going to be a huge challenge. That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Trying to take back something you already sold. Unbelievable. Zhou Yi's energy surged. Dream on and beat it, he snapped. One stern look left Lu Zhou completely frozen in place. He was terrified. How is a freshman this scary? As Zhou Yi walked closer, Lu Zhou started shaking and stuttering. Wait, big brother, it is all my fault. This is just one big misunderstanding. I promise you it is. Please, just take the wolf and go, sir. With that settled, Zhou Yi and Jiang Churan headed out together. Cuddling that fluffy cub made Jiang Churan so happy. Hey, can I come over and pet Xiaoyi later today? Of course. Just then, students nearby finally spotted him. Wait, is that Zhou Yi, the #1 ranked rookie? The same guy Principal Wang He is personally mentoring. I heard he even got a gold contribution medal for heroism. Lu Zhou always hides behind his family to bully people. Well, he finally picked on the wrong person today. Move aside. Oh boy, look, is Lu Wuchang here for revenge? The older brother pushed through the crowd to find him. Lu Zhou whined, Big brother, help me out. Suddenly, a lightning-fast kick landed squarely on his whining face. Ouch! You complete moron. Do you know how important a gold medal is? You are lucky he spared your life today. Get out of my sight and stay away from me. Lu Zhou held his swollen face in total disbelief. He couldn't believe he annoyed such a powerhouse. Meanwhile, Zhou Yi admired his new epic tier Gale Wolf Cub. So tiny, yet he already uses wind magic naturally. Just then, the Snow Dragon Legion arrived with the Ice Lotus. This made him smile from ear to ear. Their speed and efficiency really caught me off guard in a good way. It has barely been 3 days since the mountains. It is here already. Now time to craft that pill. Xiao Yun's bloodline troubles will soon be over. Following his mentor's lead, Zhou Yi scheduled a meeting with an alchemist. We have got you an appointment with the 9th grade alchemist, the great Master Hai Tian himself. S-rank treasures need top-tier security and rare supplies. Please visit the alchemy department to discuss the specifics. After getting the message, Zhou Yi rushed straight to the department to get things moving. Sadly, Master Hai Tian was out, so only his apprentice was there. I can help answer your questions for now. Behold the S-rank, marvel the extreme frost pill. Zhou Yi reveals the secret recipe, leaving Lin Yi completely breathless. An S-rank, Ice Lotus and ultra-rare spirit grass. How could a freshman possess such legendary treasures? It's simply impossible. Zhou Yi offers a humble smile. Just a bit of luck, I guess. The crafting fee is only 800 credits. Just drop your details here. I will send you a message the moment your special pill is finally ready. After exchanging contacts like total pros, Zhou Yi heads off to his next lecture with a cheerful spring in his step. The hallways are buzzing with gossip. Hey, did you hear monsters from another world are spawning everywhere, for real? The legions are retreating from the front. A friend on the inside leaked the whole terrifying secret to me. Those beasts are invading our world. News of the impending monster crisis spreads like wildfire through the entire campus. As he processes the news, a sudden tap hits his shoulder. Songzan, you were in this class too. I am the dean's top pupil. We are officially classmates now, partner. She offers a friendly hand and a wink. Count me in, she giggles softly. You are already a powerhouse. I doubt I could teach a pro like you. Just then, their famous instructor Sue Mayer commands the room. She is a true legendary figure on this campus. Listen up, everyone. The rumors are true. Monsters have officially breached our national borders and are within our territory. They aren't elite yet, but we're prepared. The country is officially moving to level 3 combat readiness immediately. Legions are mobilizing nationwide. To help, universities are massively boosting resources for every single student starting today. Right here at Suhong University, every student's monthly stipend is jumping by a massive 70% to where mission rewards are skyrocketing too. Best of all, Abyss. Mode is finally unlocking for our local major dungeons. You just need Abyss stones to enter. The news sends the entire classroom into a total excited frenzy. The government is going all in. They are desperate to train a brand new generation of legendary heroes for our future. Abyss mode means super fast leveling. With all those extra credits, the sky is truly the limit for us. Sue Mayer snaps her fingers, releasing a wave of raw energy that demands immediate respectful silence from everyone. The room goes dead quiet instantly. Forget the money for a second. Focus entirely on your own personal growth. Zhao Yi smirks. I'm not the only one grinding. Teacher Sue's power has clearly skyrocketed since they last met. Okay, class, let's begin. Open your books. Once class ends, Zhao Yi realizes he has finally reached level 19. With that Ice Lotus safe, he can skip the Gale Mountains and head straight to the Abyss Goblin Dungeon. While daydreaming, he spots Zhang Churan nearby. Hey, Shaoan, what brings you to this part of the hall today? I heard Dungeon Loot got a huge buff. I was hoping we could party up and raid together today. I was thinking the exact same thing. At the dungeon lobby, she asks, which rank Abyss level? He replies. She waves her hands in a panic. Oh, Abyss is way too terrifying. We are in different leagues. I will stick to hard mode. Joe gently reassures her. Don't worry. Once I've cleared it, we'll conquer it together. It is a deal. I'll try hard mode first. Good luck. She whispers shyly before waving a cute goodbye. Suddenly, the crowd erupts. Is that Shi Mingen? We haven't seen a pro-tier player here in forever. Wait, haven't you heard? Setting an Abyss record grants a legendary talent achievement? It is the real deal. Those achievements are once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. No wonder a top-tier player like him rushed over here so fast. A level 23 mage ranked 86th. How boring. Zhao Yi shrugs at the rankings, feeling completely unimpressed. He locks in the Abyss Goblin Raid and steps through the portal, shocking every student in the crowded lobby. Wait, is that the top freshman A-level 19 Holy Knight is attempting Abyss? He is completely insane. He is totally overestimating himself. Say goodbye to those 400 credits. What a massive total waste. Nearby, Shi Mingwen scoffs silently. It seems a few handouts have made these rookies far too arrogant lately. System alert. Abyss difficulty selected 400 credits deducted. You have received 1 official Abyss keystone. Initiating teleport to the Goblin Undercity warning Abyss monsters are extremely savage. If the pressure gets too high, shatter the stone for an emergency escape. Man, this place is a wreck. Did goblins do all this? As Zhao Yi explores the ruins, a sneaky goblin lunges, but with a casual wave of his hand. The monster is instantly deleted. Suddenly, a massive swarm of goblins surrounds him, charging all at once. Level 22 warriors. A whole army, huh? Well, the tougher they are, the better the loot. The tougher the fight, the more fun it is. With a cheerful swing, Zhu Yi cleared out the entire goblin squad, but look, another massive wave is already rushing in. Time for a quick strategy session. Wow, this level is basically a non-stop goblin dance party. And I'm the only one on the guest list. Whoops, my mana is dipping fast. I better save some fuel for later. I'll need every bit of magic for the big boss finale ahead. So Zhu Yi decided it was the perfect moment to break out his Radiant Illusion Slash. With a flashy swing, he let loose streaks of light that turned the mob into glitter. Surprise. You just banked 11,236 experience points. Level 19 and counting. Phew, the grind is real. These goblins are barely level 20, so they are hardly a challenge for me. Fingers crossed. The boss has a better experience payout. Venturing deeper into the cave, Zhu Yi finally stumbled upon the big cheese himself. Meet the level 24 Goblin King. Epic tier, very mysterious. He has conquered entire cities, yet he thinks I am just a tiny human. Welcome to your grave, stop picking on my tribe. The king roared, bringing his giant axe down with a massive thud. Zhu Yi hopped back just in time. This guy clearly hasn't skipped leg day. For a giant, he moves remarkably fast, doesn't he? Quietly planning his next move, Zhu Yi powered up for a counter. But wait, he has super armor on, making him immune to physical hits. and his shield reflects damage back at me. Talk about rude. That last attack did absolutely 0 damage to him. Since swords are out, magic is in. Zuyi summons some shiny binding chains. Bingo. The boss is stuck and cannot move an inch. One final magic zap, and the king's reign was history. Dungeon, complete your time, 10 minutes and 56 seconds. What a fantastic job. Unbelievable. You just crushed the speed record for this entire dungeon. High five for taking down that boss so quickly. You earned 30 points for stats and 24,000 experience. Wait, wasn't this guy supposed to be a scary abyss-level boss? I basically deleted him in a single shot, and here I was, all worried about saving my mana for a long fight. Wait, there is more. For that record-breaking run, you have unlocked the A-rank swift casting talent. How cool is that? Now your spells will fire off like a rocket. Even the basic ones will activate in a blink. Talk about a major level up. I knew at Abyss Records, always give the best loot. With this casting boost, I have officially leveled up my game. Time to head home. It is a bummer. I am not level 20 yet, but at least my wallet is feeling much heavier. Next round, I will bring Chiron along for the ride. The Abyss won't know what hit it when we team up. Back in the lobby, plenty of players were already calling it quits. They gathered together to escape the heat and share their dungeon stories. Everyone was staring at the leaderboard as whispers filled the air. Still no one. That Abyss dungeon is a total nightmare. That place is brutal. 100 silver goblins jumped me the second I walked in. I am lucky to be alive. Abyss difficulty is the real deal. I would still be stuck if I hadn't bailed. Only pros like Shiman Hyen can handle it. Kwang So-yin let out a sigh of relief. Thank goodness I stuck with medium difficulty. No wonder my run was so smooth. I just hope Brother Ye is okay. Can you believe an Abyss dungeon appeared at the freshman competition this year? True, but did anyone actually win? Wasn't there that level? 19 Holy Knight Zhou Yi. He was the star rookie. He was breaking records left and right. Then a shout rang out. Wait, the dungeon record was just smashed again. A man pointed at the board, his jaw dropping in shock. Look at the top spot. Rank number 1 is Zhou Yi. Abyss mode full clear in 10 minutes and 56 seconds. That is officially the fastest run in history for the Goblin Dungeon. The lobby exploded. Finally, the impossible Abyss was conquered. Zhou Yi, who is he? Why haven't I heard that name? Maybe it is the senior Zhou Yi. He was a top freshman, but even so, defeating an epic king is just impossible. I was at that competition too. It has only been a few days. How did he get so strong so fast? Just wait. Brother Hai went in right after him. He is probably about to beat it too, one fan said with a confident grin. Once Brother Hai exits with a new record, Zhou Yi will be history. But just then, something totally unexpected happened. A bruised Shiman Hai stumbled out, looking like he had been through a blender. Ugh, that Abyss dungeon is way too tough. I broke my best gear and still failed. He grumbled only to realize the crowd was not even paying him attention anymore. Everyone was huddled around the ranking board, buzzing with excitement. Talk about an awkward silence for our friend here. He sipped a potion to heal his wounds, but when his friend mentioned Zhou Yi's time, he nearly choked in shock. Wait, Zhou Yi is already out. No way. How can a level 19 rookie clear the Abyss so fast? How could I lose to him? There must be a mistake. He is coming out now. He must have cheated. Shiman Hyen crushed his bottle in a rage, then put on a fake smile to talk to Zhou, but he got ignored. Zhou Yi walked right past him to greet Kwang So-yin. Great job. My run was tough, but I barely finished it. I'm trailing so far behind you, big brother Zhou. Zhou chuckled, giving Nian a reassuring little head pat. No worries. This Goblin King is a total pushover with my guidance. Besides, my credit balance is looking quite healthy. I'll carry you through until you've mastered every single trick. After that, Abyss difficulty will be a total breeze. While they shared that moment, the crowd cheered Zhou's name. Poor Min Hyen sat alone, feeling like yesterday's news. Keeping his promise, Zhou led Nian straight into the heart of the Abyss dungeon. He buffed her stats while politely showing her where to strike. Everything went smoothly until they met the big boss. Abyss bosses are quite tough. Brother Zhou, how did you solo this? He looked scary, but his magic defense is weak. A few powerful spells should take him down easily. Excited to help, Nian stepped up to challenge the boss herself. She tested her rare Charm Demon bloodline, first unleashing Demon's Blade and sending a massive wave of dark energy. That attack was meant to explode, dealing heavy dark attribute damage to the target. Suddenly, the magic buffed the boss instead. He stomped hard, sending a giant shockwave through the floor. The entire room trembled. The force threatened to knock them back and stun them both instantly. Zhou shielded Nian, shouting, Nian, are you okay? I'm fine, Brother Zhou, but I've made a huge mistake. My magic backfired and made that monster stronger. Don't be so hard on yourself. Let's try something different. Zhou cast Light's Judgment, but the boss's shield blocked the divine strike with ease. His magic resistance just spiked, Joe thought, frowning. Okay, this fellow is actually a bit of a handful. I'll try once more. If this fails, we leave. Remember, it's just a trial. Please stay safe. Joe summoned magical chains to restrain the beast, but the boss shattered them like they were made of glass. Nian felt awful. I've made everything so complicated. What can I do? Is there any way I can help? Her despair awakened the dormant demonness within her soul. You're too weak. Why not embrace your true demonic power? Stop being a burden and help your dear brother Joe. Only the strong deserve to stand by his side. It's time to let go, unleash your strength. Nian mumbled in a trance, her eyes turning a deadly red. Joe prepared to activate his archangel form to keep her perfectly safe. Suddenly, dark energy sliced the boss's weapon arm off. Chawangi froze, staring back at the girl in total shock. Brother Chawangi, let me handle this nasty monster, demonic Sonian teased. May I just absorb all this magic instead? It feeds my power. As the boss shrieked, she added, Don't rush. That was merely the appetizer. I need it. Give me everything. More magic, please. Honestly, you look quite repulsive right now. Glaring with disdain, she finished the beast with one elegant strike. Congrats to Kwang Sonyan for defeating the Goblin King. You earned 15 attribute points, 15 skill points, and 23,200 experience. Finally, that creature is gone. Reclaiming her power, she approached Chawangi, leaving him speechless. It took a second for him to sense something was off. His gaze sharpened. Wait, is that really you in there? Suddenly, the demon girl went completely still. She shifted back, giggling politely. A bit flustered, Brother Chawangi. That was just my succubus bloodline acting up. Chawangi tilted her chin up and checked her carefully. He sighed with a warm, relieved smile. Phew, I feared you'd lost yourself. But wait, I have a great idea. Why don't we party up and farm this boss more? Mastering your demonic side will help you solo dungeons. Besides, the Goblin King is basically our new best friend. He won't mind helping students grow. After all, a boss's only job is to be defeated. But maximizing rewards that take some polite planning. Chawangi flashed a clever grin that would make a goblin shiver. Meanwhile, everyone was reeling from the record when the leaderboard suddenly updated again. The new time was 60 seconds faster, and the record breaker was Chawangi, yet again leaving students in disbelief. No way Chawangi is setting records again. Can't he just let someone else have a turn at the top? He cleared it even faster. That's getting scary. Suddenly a fresh record appeared, completely smashing Chawangi's best time. First place Kwang Sonyan, difficulty Abyss, progress 100%, time 9 minutes 23 seconds. Results confirmed. This was the ultimate speed record for the Abyss dungeon. Isn't she a freshman? How is she soloing this already? She is the second highest ranked freshman. With Chawangi's expert guidance, she is capable of achieving anything. Right then, Chimin's lackey groaned. Big brother, I finally see what you've been dealing with. Staring at the massive gap between a genius and myself is a true wake-up call. That helplessness. It is honestly just brutal. Our dedicated pair kept grinding, testing their absolute limits. They conquered the Abyss difficulty once more before returning to the lobby. Hey, Zhao Yi, the Academy is hosting a fireworks show tonight. Let's go together. He smiled, agreeing it sounded like fun. It will be the perfect chance for us to finally unwind. With that, the two set off for the Elemental Academy. Zhao Yi was stunned by the scenery. This prestigious academy was amazing. Even the street lamps here are powered by pure magic. I can't believe we were clearing dungeons until sunset without even noticing. We really hit the jackpot in that Abyss dungeon today. It is all thanks to you. You carried us while I just assisted. Zhao Yi gave a very polite chuckle. He stopped at a grand monument. Who is this? That is Mage Wei Yang, the legendary archmage who stopped otherworld invasions. His incredible bravery is legendary. Sadly, during the Great War, he was caught in a demon's ambush. Ultimately, he gave everything to save our world. His soul was shattered, so he can never return. A true hero. I'm still fuzzy on history. Can you give me the scoop on the Dark Age? Chang Shiran replied warmly. To understand our past, start with the Golden Age 80 years ago, and 254 gifted heroes rose to prominence. That specific year is known as the Golden Age. Legendary icons like the Tempest Sword Saint first emerged. Li Xiaoyang is actually still defending the front lines today. But just as humanity's hopes soared, things changed. As we prepared to strike back, the Dark Age arrived. It brought the most chaotic monster invasion the world had ever seen. The elite powerhouses of the Golden Age faced an overwhelming threat. One by one, they gave their lives for us. After 30 years of struggle and sacrifice, we earned this peace. With monsters invading again, things feel heavy. You're probably just hoping this is all a bad dream, right? Don't worry. Zhao Yi gave her a reassuring head pat. This invasion only happened due to a temporary rift. Their actual strength is not even that impressive. Besides, we are stronger now. If darkness falls, those monsters are the unlucky ones. Jiang Qiren could not help but giggle. You are right. We have been building our strength for years. We are more than ready to face the other world. Brilliant fireworks shot upward, illuminating the night sky. An excited Jiang Qiren grabbed Zhao Yi's hand and pulled him along. Let's hurry to the lookout. The view is even better there. By the next morning, he was taking a train home. Oh, why hasn't my big brother come home yet? Don't fret, your brother called and said he will be home soon. Just as Aching spoke, Zhao Yi walked in. Big brother, welcome home. Xiao Yun dashed over and hugged him. I was worried about your health, but seeing you so energetic is a relief. Welcome back, Zhao Yi. Zhao Yi smiled at Aching. It has been a while. How long are you staying? 3 or 4 days, perhaps? I took leave to finish Xiao Yun's final healing treatment. That's too short, Yun pouted, asking for a gift. Of course, I brought a special reward from our Abyss-level dungeon run. Xiao Yi pulled a horn from his inventory. Just blow this, and a gold-level spectral bear will protect you. Xiao Yun clapped happily. You're the best big brother ever. It's incredible. Xiao Yi gently ruffled his sister's hair. I'm sure once you're better, you'll be just as strong as me. Soon Secretary Zhao arrived with Luina. Mr. Zhao, I contacted Miss Luina yesterday, and she traveled overnight from the next city. Luina laughed softly. Secretary Zhao, an invitation from Zhao Yi is something I can't ignore. You are far too kind, Miss Luina. I should thank you for coming. Congratulations on refining the Frost Lotus into a potent frost pill, a real frost pill. Secretary Zhao was shocked. An S-rank pill is a priceless world treasure. Xiao Wai rubbed the back of his head sheepishly. I got lucky. My teacher found a master to help me. We should hurry and start my sister's final healing ritual. You're right. Let's focus on what is truly important. Soon Yun tugged his clothes. Wait, brother, is this really okay? Don't be nervous, Yun. Just relax and take the pill. Then you will finally awaken your powerful legendary frost bloodline. The frost won't hurt anymore. Zhao Yi gave her the pill. Yun accepted the glowing core pill. She entered the magic circle with determination. Brother, I'm ready. Wad immediately cast several powerful buffs. Blessing of the Dawn protection and the grace of courage. He was creating the best conditions for her treatment. Even as a priest, my light feels inferior to his. While Luina was distracted, Zhao Yi gave her a gentle nudge. Now please activate the magic circle. Luina unleashed her mana to spark the circle, telling Yun to swallow the core pill right away. Suddenly, a massive blast of sub-zero energy erupted, sending everyone scrambling. Was Yun's surging power becoming a danger to her? Take it easy, Yi offered kindly. He summoned his sacred flame wheel to thaw the sudden frost. With that pill, this should be her final icy outburst. Rena checked the girl's vitals and let out a soft sigh. The most difficult stage is officially over. Now we just wait for her legendary bloodline to fully awaken. A few quiet moments later, the treatment finally reached its end. I rushed to her side, asking how she felt. I feel amazing. I think I'm officially cured now, Yun teased playfully. Yi chuckled. Quickly check your status window. Did anything change? Yun checked her new stats and beamed. I earned a rare frost talent. I have total command over the cold now. The ice element and I are in perfect sync. I can move it effortlessly. Wait. Can a normal awakening really grant such a high-level skill? Usually a standard bloodline awakening wouldn't offer such a legendary bonus. Well, she is my sister, after all, Yi thought proudly. They were both gaining so much from their family's incredible hidden potential. Could our ancestors have been high-level Frostmasters? Even if that's true, our clan definitely declined before today. But at least Yun's bloodline is finally awake. To be safe, could you give her one more polite, comprehensive checkup? No problem at all, Rena replied with a cheerful smile. Just then, Secretary Zhao announced, Mr. Yi Yun has recovered and awakened her power. The mayor is very impressed and has sent over some excellent cultivation resources for you both to enjoy. Yi shook the secretary's hand with a grateful, polite grin. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. I'm heading to the academy, so please watch over Yun. You're very kind, sir. It is my absolute honor. Watching Yun giggle, Yi suddenly asked, So which character class do you want to pursue? A mage, obviously. Yi nodded. That class fits you perfectly. Once you hit level 10, I'll help you find a secret hidden mage class. That is great. I can already feel the dark power waking up. The day of our liberation is near. Wait. Dark power. Yun's spooky gaze and dramatic words left everyone standing there totally stunned. Rena rushed over in a panic. Did I miss a dark corruption debuff? Suddenly Yi remembered when they were just kids playing pretend. It was a time before they had real levels or skills. They used to play superheroes. Brother, do not let the darkness tempt your soul. We must protect world peace, a tiny Yoon had shouted back then. Seeing his sister's goofy roleplay, Yi quickly started dragging her toward the door. I think I should show you what real frost power actually looks like. Let us go. Help, my brother is trying to silence the chosen one. Save me, Sister Ching, Yoon wailed playfully. While the others apologized for Yoon's energetic antics, Rena's expression grew serious. She could not stop thinking about that dark power. Once the awakening settled, Zhou Yi invited Yoon to a friendly duel to test her new strength. Big brother, watch me summon the spirits and freeze everything in my way. Get ready. Joy Yoon unleashed a powerful icy blast, but Yi's sacred light shield blocked the attack effortlessly. It looks like your body is fully recovered. In that case, let's start your special training. Yoon immediately began making polite excuses to wiggle out of work. Oh, brother, I think that icy chill is acting up again. I'm afraid I am way too weak to train today. But under Yi's watchful eye, a reluctant Yoon was still forced to practice. After the intense session, she was totally wiped out and groaning. Man, I had no idea training was this exhausting. The mission to save the world, I will leave that to you, big bro. I really do not know what to do with you. Yi sighed with a smile and summoned little Koi, his new familiar. For the next few days, you will be training with this little guy. Do not let a tiny fish beat you. Yoon. No problem at all. With little Koi here, I will work my hardest, Yoon said while petting the cute creature. Come on, little Koi. Let us go become partners in crime. He saw the fish's look of pure regret and burst out laughing. Little Koi. I will never forget the sacrifice you are making for our family. A few days later, Yi was heading to school when he found Su Mania waiting. Miss Su, what brings you here? The national tournament is starting. We need a 5-person squad to represent our school. I have come to see you today to finalize our team's roster. Since you took first place in the rankings, the responsibility of being team captain naturally falls to you, Yi. Furthermore, building the perfect team is the captain's primary job. Yi nodded cheerfully. Here are the profiles for the top students. You need to choose 4 teammates from this list. Without a second thought, Yi replied, I will just take the top 4. Su gave him a gentle scolding. You are being way too casual. Team battles are a long game of endurance. It is a true test of who can hold out the longest. That is why having a priest for healing is absolutely vital for the team. You are a strong paladin, but your healing cannot compare to a professional priest. You really need a dedicated healer. Don't sweat it, Zhou Yi chirped. If we crush them fast enough, healing is totally optional. Teacher Su, I'm taking that solo trophy for sure. Once my angel bloodline awakens in the team fights, I can basically carry the whole squad solo. Among the new recruits, Zhou Yi was on a completely different level. Bringing a priest felt like total overkill. They were set to flatten every academy in the tournament. Seeing his cheerful grin, Teacher Su decided to trust his bold plan. If you're that sure, I'll lock in the roster. By the way, did your sister finally finish her bloodline awakening? Everything's perfect, thanks for the tip about the Ice Lotus, Miss Su. I'm so glad to hear that, Swanee replied warmly. Suddenly, Zhou Yi had a thought. Miss Su, any idea where I can find a hidden class scroll? A hidden class scroll, is this for your sister? Zhou Yi gave a polite nod. Hearing about those medium-dimensional rifts, it's really starting to put the pressure on me. I want little Yun to be able to protect herself soon. You truly are the most thoughtful big brother. Try the academy site, but those scrolls are incredibly rare, she said while leaving. Zhou Yi was curious until he logged on to check. To buy a hidden class change scroll, you must be level 25 with an A-grade rank or better. Plus, you need to beat a high-rank academy mission and land a spot in the top 100 on the leaderboards. Whoa, okay. Scoring a hidden class scroll is a legendary quest. Even the budget version cost a wild 20,000 credits. I'm definitely not buying this today. He sighed, but I'll hit that goal within 6 months. Just watch me. Just then, a familiar system ping rang in his head. New quest enter the National Freshman Tournament. Achievement tracking is now live. The system promised massive bonuses based on the host's overall performance in the upcoming national matches. Looking at the screen, Zhou Yi's eyes lit up with pure, unadulterated excitement. Past rewards had already boosted his power to insane levels. Time to sweat, I need that top rank for the premium loot. Meanwhile, the academy deans were meeting to discuss their strategy for the big tournament. The roster's set with Zhou Yi taking the lead. Here's the lineup. Captain Zhou Yi with Jiang Chen Song, Halan Lingxi, and Tasun. Hearing the list, Dean Wu immediately looked worried. Hold on. Why is there 0 healing on this team? Another dean agreed. Exactly, isn't this super risky? Without a priest for support, the margin for error is way too high. But Zhu Huang just smirked. Honestly, I think this plan is flawless. With Zhao Yi's current power, a priest is just redundant. He chuckled to himself. Since his bloodline was refined, nobody here knows his true power better than I do. Zhao Yi could likely win a team fight by himself. He's got buff's elite defense, and his attacks are even more devastating. He's basically a 3-in-1 special. He's the swordsman, the tank, and the support all rolled into one. The tactical Dean Yongling finally spoke up. I agree. Zhao Yi's stats give him a huge edge, plus he's a brilliant strategist. C nodded thoughtfully. Then my department gives the green light to this plan too. I hope Zhao Yi pulls off some real magic. It's settled then, Wuma announced. The roster is final. Now, Dean Wu, I'm leaving their training regimen in your capable hands. These kids are strong, but their teamwork is a bit messy. No worries, I'll have Sumir round them up in 3 days. Meanwhile, our main character, Zhao Yi, was busy grinding quests. He received a message from teacher Wang Hui regarding a private lesson. My first session as his official student, I bet he's going to teach me a legendary skill. I'll go for the skill points today. Time to choose option 115 attribute points, option 215 skill points, option 3 random skill book, option 4 random chest. Zhao Yi picked the skill points and felt his power surge. Just by doing dailies, I get points for everything. With this system out-leveling everyone is just too easy. The next day, Wang Hui and Zhao Yi arrived. Spotting some level 23 forest wolves, Zhao Yi asked, Teacher, should I clear these mobs? We're close to the woods. My Sky Marshal Guild has a private leveling spot here, so don't sweat it. Suddenly, a colossal dragon blotted out the sun, letting out a roar that sent the wolves running in terror. Noticing Zhao Yi's shocked expression, Wang Hui explained, That's a level 62 epic demon dragon. It belongs to your senior fellow disciple and acts as the guardian for this whole forest. If the pet is this scary, how strong is the owner? Zhao Yi wondered. Wang Hui beamed with pride. He's level 64, and his combat skills actually beat mine. That's why he's the guild leader. Zhao Yi was floored. Level 64 by age 30. That's insane talent. Ha, I've seen many pros. Wang Hui laughed. But your talent is truly unmatched. Keep pushing yourself. I'm positive you'll be outshining the senior disciples before you know it. Now focus. I'm going to demonstrate a truly unique technique. Master Wang combined holy light and defensive barriers into 2 massive radiant walls. The shimmering shields slowly closed in on each other. When they finally touched, kaboom. A massive blast leveled the training grounds, leaving Zhou Yi stunned by the raw power of a top-tier pro. After the smoke cleared, Master Wang handed him a secret manual. Here's the very first skill I'll be teaching you. Just focus on the cover and use your points to unlock its power. Understood. Zhou concentrated intensely, successfully mastering the skill by following his teacher's precise guidance. He had learned the holy light-imbued shield. This A+ rank ability summons 2 formidable barrier walls right in front of the caster. These 2 massive shields will then crush together. Upon collision, they unleash a divine explosion that deals heavy magic damage to all foes. Luckily, allies can move through them without any trouble. Enemies, however, are trapped. Warning. This is a legendary Paladin Legacy skill. Zhou was amazed. A Paladin Legacy. How fascinating. Master, how did you learn a Paladin's secret? Well, your senior sister actually created this herself, back when she was a high-tier Paladin. She passed the knowledge to me, and now I'm gifting it to you, ready to test it out. Show me what you can do. Zhou followed the steps perfectly. The initial output was modest, but Wang Hui gave a proud, gentle smile. It is only level 1, so do not let that discourage you. Reaching this level on your very first attempt is quite an achievement. I picked this specifically to give you an edge in team combat. Use these walls to control the battlefield and corner your enemies, skill mastered. Now, let's see how you handle a real fight. A massive dragon landed right behind the master. Galarian will now summon some local monsters to test your true potential. Your progress depends entirely on your own effort. No pressure, I'm ready for this, master. With a simple nod, the master gave the signal. Galarian let out a thunderous roar. The nearby beasts went into a frenzy, fixing their hungry eyes on Zhou Yi. A predator lunged from the darkness, but Zhou was ready and countered instantly. One clean, precise strike was all it took to finish it. From there, Zhou began mixing his entire collection of skills into a seamless flow. Utilizing everything from holy buffs to freezing frost attacks, he held back every wave until the morning sun finally rose. Zhou eventually collapsed, completely spent from the long battle. Wang Hui just chuckled. You certainly didn't hold back. You've drained every bit of your mana. Aren't you worried that more monsters might pop up? Master, I knew you'd keep me safe, right? He teased. He chugged a potion while a satisfied thought crossed his mind. This incredible experience grind is honestly the greatest feeling in the world. Congratulations, you've reached level 22. You've gained 20 attribute points and 20 skill points. Joe instantly used them to boost his new shield to level 3. Quite impressive, the master noted with a polite nod. I honestly expected you to only take down about 100 magical beasts. 400 kills. Simply incredible. It's all thanks to your wonderful teaching, master. Otherwise, grinding this much alone would have taken months, Joe said gratefully. Master Wong then offered some friendly advice. It was quite a bold move to form a tournament team without a dedicated healer. As my students, stay composed during the heat of battle and never lower your guard. Don't worry, master. With me on the team, that trophy is practically ours. Over at a rest stop within the Stormwind Forest, a loudspeaker announced the start of the National Freshman Exchange Tournament. 218 colleges from all over the country are gathering to compete. Which elite school will claim the championship title this year? Am I seeing this correctly? Suhong University? Didn't bring a healer. A reckless lineup like that is something only a failing school would try, right? Walking through the area, Joe Rao and Joe Don overheard the girls whispering. They listened to the gossip and checked the official roster before stepping in. Zhou Yi is the captain, of course, with Yang Churon as the vice captain. Looking at the online comments, Joe Don laughed. Someone actually wrote, "Our school's team is a total mess because we are missing a healer. Any group without one is headed for a complete disaster." That's so funny, Joe Rao added. They have no idea just how powerful Zhou Yi really is. The two girls gave them both a very skeptical look. "And who exactly are you?" they snapped. Nearby, such Qinglin watched the argument. "Hey, Arin," she called out quietly. "Tell the staff I'll be paying their bill today," she thought to herself. With Zhou Yi, playing a healer is nothing more than an unnecessary luxury. The championship is ours. Meanwhile, back to our hero. After his lesson, Zhou Yi spent the afternoon sparring with training robots. Since he had already hit level 22, these machines were a bit too easy, making his practice feel a little less challenging. Just as he was about to ask Sumir for her thoughts, she called to say Dean Wu was starting their special training today. This elite session was mandatory for every student in the tournament. She told Zhou Yi to report to the main hall of the academy right away. Along with his close friends, 2 new students were waiting. There was Wei Tin, a level 18 warrior, and a level 18 mage named Tong Ling. While the students introduced themselves, Dean Wu used his appraisal skill to check on Zhou Yi's current power levels. It turned out Zhou had leveled up at incredible speed under Master Wong. Shocked, Jiang Churan turned to him. "Wait, you leveled up again already? I just got lucky with a little help from my teacher. Now let's keep this short and sweet. To get you ready for the National Freshman Tournament, I'll be the head instructor for your intense training. I'll lead your team drills and prepare you for survival. Welcome to today's lesson, everyone. We're putting that legendary teamwork of yours to the ultimate test. Squad up. We're diving into the treacherous Abyss-level Goblin City. Best of all, the Academy is paying everything." So that's why Gusu rushed Tin and me to level 18. He was prepping us for this. Our squad is stacked with powerhouses. With this much talent, even an Abyss run is a total cakewalk. Besides, Ling Shi knows Zhou Yi could solo this place with our help failing isn't an option tonight. Zhou Yi flashed a heart-fluttering hero's smile. Flustered, she hid behind Tin, leaving our hero scratching his head. "Is my face scary?" Briefing over the 5 adventurers charged inside Zhou Yi's gaze was sharp and focused. "Since it's our first joint mission, I'll handle tactics. Wait till you're our tank, go soak up that aggro. Churon and Ling Shi handle the offense. Song, stay back and rain down that supporting fire for us, and I'll provide the ultimate support." Rolls set. Suddenly a nasty horde of goblins swarmed the entire party. Wei Ti lunged forward, smashing monsters into orbit. She stared at her hands, stunned by her explosive power. A 40% boost. Is this his insane buffing power? Ling Shi gaped. His casting speed was truly supernatural. He unleashed 3 massive buffs in under 1 second. Even as a pro, I can't touch that speed. Ling Shi unleashed a wave of mystic energy. As the goblins slowed, Churon dashed in, carving through them. Wei Ti, watch out for an ambush. Suddenly a lethal rain of arrows whistled through the murky air. Alerted. Wei Ti raised her shield wall just in time. Churon realized something felt very different this time. Where did these archers come from? Level 23 silver archers. They're hitting us with a sneak attack barrage. Checking their stats. Zhou Yi chuckled softly. Looks like our large party triggered an upgrade in their tactics. Zhou Yi cast Punishment of Light, vaporizing the archers instantly. I'll handle the snipers. The rest are all yours. His goal today was building team synergy. Soloing is just boring. The girls nodded, ready for real action. Watching her friends hustle, Song felt a surge of motivation. She began hurling explosive talismans at the goblins. Watching the monitor, the principal nodded. Since the tournament, Zhou Yi's casting speed has officially doubled in speed. He's basically instant casting now, Sumi observed. It seems he picked a talent to boost his casting speed recently. Honestly, Zhou Yi's growth is legendary. He just joined and already carried Chiron to the top Abyss rankings. Wong chuckled. That's exactly why I had to test him further. I even bumped up the difficulty level. Back in the dungeon, their perfect teamwork was on display. The squad was absolutely crushing those goblin swarms. As the monsters surrounded her, Chiron gave a cool smirk and triggered her devastating phantom slash skill. She launched a storm of rapid strikes, clearing the field. The rest of the team wasn't loafing around. Song used a talisman for 5 Thunder Judgment, while Ling Shi summoned a Gale Tornado to sweep them. Tai Xin gave them the finishing blow. On it, she replied, leaping high to rain down aerial kicks. By the time she landed, the entire mob was defeated thanks to those incredible power-up buffs of his. She felt completely unstoppable. That was so satisfying. Taishin grinned, looking at Ling Shi eager for action. Wait, did we already clear them all? Ling Shi nodded. Yep, the area is officially goblin-free for now. Zhou Yi laughed. That was just a warm-up. The upcoming boss is the real deal, so stay focused. Taishin cracked her knuckles. What's there to fear? Big brother, your buffs literally doubled my total power, brr. With you backing us up, this is a piece of cake. Xiaolin added, Zhou Yi could solo this place. Ling Shi nodded in agreement. Our captain is truly amazing. Hearing this, Zhou Yi felt a slight headache. Are you guys trying to set the bar too high? Even so, they're leaders on another level. Zhou Yi muttered to himself, feeling the pressure. Seriously, are you guys trying to make my job impossible? Chiron didn't say a word, just hiding a little giggle. Soon the group reached a set of massive doors. The boss must be in there. That's right, Zhou Yi replied, sensing something was off. Let's head inside. He pushed the heavy doors open. As they stepped inside, a giant boss appeared and actually spoke. So you fools have finally arrived. It was the 2nd generation Goblin King, level 25, an epic grade. He's the new leader who took over after the old king died. Ling Shi gasped. Level 25, epic. Since I have guests, I've prepared special gifts. With a hideous cackle, the boss raised his weapon high. A massive fireball erupted, hurtling straight for Tangling Shay. How can a basic spell feel so overwhelming? She stammered in utter disbelief. Frozen in fear, she watched her life flash by as the flame roared closer. Look out! Wei Tian cried, diving to push her aside. She scrambled to manifest a magical shield, but the flames were relentless. The defense instantly fractured like brittle glass under the intense heat. It's too much. The shield is failing. Wei Tian yelled as her protection shattered completely, leaving them totally vulnerable in this mess. Facing the inferno, she bit her lip. Oh boy, this is bad. Even with the captain's elite buff, I can't block one basic hit. The boss let out a polite chuckle. I don't struggle so much. I've gone through the trouble of preparing your lovely final resting place. Time for a toasted marshmallow party. He didn't stop there either. He began spamming fireballs like a player with an infinite mana cheat, staring down a literal firing squad of flames. Talk about a rough Monday. Thankfully, Joy stepped up with a calm, commanding presence. He lunged forward, manifesting his frost abilities to give the enemy a chilly surprise. A massive, sturdy ice wall rose to intercept the heat. Captain, watch yourself. That's no ordinary fireball, Tangling Shay warned, just as the ice began to drink up the fiery energy. The roaring flames dwindled until they were tiny, flickering sparks. Absorb! Joy whispered, catching the miniature flame right in his palm. He extinguished the spark effortlessly. Wow, this fellow is quite the handful. His power level is way beyond the last floor's challenge. Then let me take a turn, Sayan shouted. Song Xiaolan quickly wove complex hand signs, launching a swarm of enchanted talismans at him. By the mandate of heaven, spirit charms guide my path. Awaken your hidden potential and obey my command. Now go, kaboom. On cue, the talismans ignited into a spectacular explosion. But seconds later, the boss simply swallowed the fire like a spicy afternoon snack. He crumpled the leftover charms like scrap paper, looking totally bored. Sun Xiaolan gasped. Wait, not even a single scratch on him. That's when Tongling Shi stepped up, trading her usual cheerful smile for a serious gaze. Sister Lan let me try some fire magic. She summoned a radiant light bow, raining flaming arrows upon the boss. Let him taste my steel, too, Jiang Churan added, drawing her blade, shouting Demon's Edge. She unleashed sharp energy waves. Their synchronized strikes slammed into the boss, causing the entire dungeon to tremble. As the smoke drifted away, the boss remained perfectly unharmed. He stood calmly enveloped in a mysterious, shimmering aura of purple energy. That was adorable, the boss teased. But playtime is over now. A tiny purple sphere began to condense right before his snarling maw. It sucked in the surrounding mana, growing more terrifying by the second. Suddenly it fired. Wang Linhai cried out in total despair. The level gap is just too massive. We can't win. Just then, Zhou Yi stepped forward. No need to fret, everyone. I've got you covered. He summoned a golden barrier, halting the strike effortlessly. The devastating attack simply vanished against his divine shield. Vaith Yet Tam spoke up. Brother Yi, let me help. Zhou Yi gave a friendly pat on his shoulder, his expression warm. This level 25 epic boss is a bit much for you all, isn't it? Leave this to me. He then activated his Eye of Light. This cheat-like ability revealed every hidden weakness. Interestingly, this Ghost King had doubled its stats compared to the previous floor's encounter. If I trigger my S-rank Bloodline Secret Art now, Zhou Yi pondered. He could multiply his strength significantly while the boss targeted him. Director Engo clearly designed this as a special test. In that case, I'll show off a bit of my true seraphim strength. With a bright flash, Zhou Yi transformed into a majestic seraph. He wielded holy light in one hand and frost in the other. Outside the dungeon, Tumini asked nervously, Director, isn't this trial too brutal? Is such a difficult challenge really necessary for him? Director Gang explained his reasoning calmly. They have talent, but other schools have rising geniuses who won't be so polite. The upcoming tournament features fierce rivals from Mado and Thonkin universities. A small defeat now teaches them about the real world. A defeat, Tumini whispered, her eyes sparkling with amusement. She let out a soft giggle. Director, you really are underestimating Zhou Yi. Gang smiled back. I truly hope he proves me wrong today. Inside, the boss stared at the glowing Zhou Yi with curiosity. Oh, a little glowing bird. How sweet. Go ahead, kid. Give it your best shot. Zhou Yi charged, striking with a radiant impact. The boss scoffed. You talk big for a brat. Know your place. He retaliated, summoning a terrifying apocalyptic meteor to crush him. Their massive skills collided, creating a brilliant display of light. A thunderous explosion followed, sending energy shockwaves rippling through the room. Kwang So-yin quickly wove a mana shield to protect the team. Tong Halan watched in awe. So this is his true power. She realized their strength wasn't even in the same league. She turned to Kwang So-yin. Ron, has he ever done this? Kwang Yin smiled gently. To be honest, this is new to me too. It seems Brother Zhou Yi is finally playing seriously. After the first clash, both stood unharmed. The boss grinned wickedly. Is that all, brat? Just a fancy little light show? No matter your form, you can't possibly hope to defeat me. Staying perfectly cool, Joe, he summoned his chains of holy light. The glowing links lashed out, binding the boss's limbs instantly. While the monster was stunned, Zhou Yi unleashed his spear of victory. Golden spears rained down as he said, let's turn the tables. He finished with a radiant flamestorm, engulfing the boss completely. This wasn't just one simple hit. Zhou Yi's relentless combo utterly melted the boss's health. Curse your soul, the beast shrieked in agony. Taking in the mess, Zhou Yi gave a polite little smirk. Don't worry, there's plenty more. He lunged, shouting, Thunderlight beam! As the electrical sparks finally died down, the boss slumped over, gasping for its final breath, while coughing up dark ichor. Were you holding back my apologies for the boring warm-up? Zhou Yi gave a friendly chuckle. It really is a bit of a shame. I truly hope to test my hand of God skill, maybe next time. Since you're still here, let's find you some peace. He calmly pointed two fingers, focusing his golden aura, and finished it. Outside, Wumong watched, trembling. He is absolutely terrifying. That boss was meant for 26-level pros. Zhou Yi's growth is honestly starting to look a little bit spooky. Wumong turned toward Sumir, looking quite puzzled. Miss Su, do you have his latest combat stats? She simply smiled. Zhou Yi actually did a light warm-up right before coming here today. He cleared a level 10 simulation in 6 minutes 12 seconds. Hearing those wild numbers, Wu Meng laughed. No wonder old Shu trusts him so much. Su gave a very warm nod. It's wonderful that Zhou Yi could showcase his unique talents for you today in such a polite way. Inside the dungeon, the boss turned to pixels as a blue window appeared. Congrats, Abyss. Dungeon cleared in 21 minutes, 16 seconds. Right below the clock, glittering loot icons appeared. A golden light of success enveloped Tongling Shi, leaving her completely stunned. She stammered, I just earned 8,000 experience points. Waitito gasped. Wait, I got 8,000 experience points as well. One run here beats a whole week of boring outdoor grinding. Meanwhile, Zhou Yi had already deactivated his epic transformation. As he returned to normal, his personal status window flashed. Congrats, you have earned 11,236 experience points. You've gained 10 attribute points and 10 skill points. Zhou Yi smiled. If I keep this up, I'll level up again soon. Suddenly, Jung Churon hurried over, looking quite concerned. Big brother, are you hurt? Zhou Yi stood up politely, brushing off his sleeves. I'm fine, just a bit tired. Let's see our rewards. The group approached the remains and discovered a glowing golden chest. With a gentle click, the lid opened. They found a gold-grade staff of flames, requiring level 24 to use. Next was a gold-grade fire spirit shield. Finally, a flame demon ring. Wei Tito let out a very happy shout. This gear is insane. All gold grade. You're a legend, brother. Joe. Yi chuckled. We certainly had some wonderful luck today. Does anyone need these 3 amazing items? The team hesitated. Wei Tam noted the level requirement was way too high. I can't even touch this gear yet. Tong Lingxi added that those fire stats didn't really fit her current build. Young Chiron agreed, noting the gear didn't suit his class either. Halen looked at Zhou Yi, knowing he truly carried them. You should definitely keep it. Zhou Yi didn't argue. Accepting the loot with a polite grin, he joked about the situation. Well, I'll hold on to these for now. He'd auction them for credits later and share the profits equally with everyone. Wei Tam protested immediately, insisting their MVP deserved 70%. Without him, this dungeon would have been a total nightmare. Holland shyly agreed, noting he was the key to their win. She felt she barely helped, but Zhou Yi insisted on sharing. This way, none of us will need to worry about credits. Young Chiron stood nearby, laughing in a very friendly way. Just take it, brother Zhou Yi is already a credit billionaire anyway. Since he asked so politely, the team finally agreed. The group happily accepted the generous gift. Thank you so much. After passing out the loot, Zhou Yi gave a reminder. We aren't just here to win, we're defending our school's honor. Wei Tam vowed with total determination to succeed. I'll work twice as hard. Halen spoke up with a bright spark. I will too. Zhou Yi smiled, feeling quite pleased. Excellent. That polite, hard-working spirit is our secret to success. He knew their squad would achieve a legendary victory soon. As the party finally stepped out of the dark dungeon, they were greeted by a very warm round of applause. Congrats on clearing my special dungeon, called Dean Wu and Miss Su. Dean Wu showered them with endless cheerful praise. You surpassed every expectation, especially you. Zhou Yi, well done. Zhou Yi just scratched his head, grinning in his usual way. I was just doing my part, sir, he said quite humbly. The dean then asked about their plan for first place. Zhou Yi clenched his fist with a smile. First place is ours. Wonderful. That confidence is the mark of a champion. Miss Sumir suggested a clever plan for Zhou Yi's roles. At first, they had a very sneaky strategy in mind. Zhou Hua would act as support to keep his power secret. Then he'd reveal his strength to catch everyone off guard. That plan made their tournament victory feel like a sure thing. Dean Wu smiled, loving the sound of that tactic. Let's show those old guys what a real genius looks like. Sumir added that their teamwork still needed light polishing. They need more practice to sync up. The dean agreed. Tomorrow, the real training begins. That is all for today, everyone. Time to head home and grab some rest, everyone. We've cooked up some spicy treats for your next training session. Joe gulped, asking with a nervous smile. Punishments. Any clues, sir? No spoilers. We have errands, so we're out. As they left, Joe called out, Wait, Miss Sue. But she kept walking as if he weren't even there. She vanished in a blink. Well, guys, Joe said, let's give it our all for the tournament. The team cheered. Days blurred into weeks. Outside the dungeon, a random hunter sighed. Man, this nightmare mode is absolutely brutal. That's my second fail today. I just can't find a way to beat it. If nightmare is this bad, abyss mode must be a death sentence. Suddenly, a cheerful voice chimed in nearby. Hey, Lingxi, think we can crush abyss mode in under 10 minutes. The bystanders nearly jumped in surprise. A group of 5 walked past, laughing and chatting. The one speaking was a bubbly black-haired girl leading them. It was Zhou Yi's legendary party. Lingxi smiled brightly. We've been grinding together for so long, haven't we? With Zhou's buffs, 10 minutes is easy. Wei Xuan added, Totally plus. Dean Wu gave me some pro tips. Lingxi gave a polite giggle. I'll be watching. With that, the team stepped into the dreaded Abyss dungeon. The bystander gasped. Are they really speedrunning Abyss mode? Wait, who the heck are those kids anyway? Those are the school's reps for the national tournament. What you mean to tell me they're only freshmen? Most of us are level 19, but they're already level 20 plus. Insane. That leader has such an overwhelming presence. A student pointed at the leaderboards with a sigh. Look, that's Zhou Yi, the absolute king of the rankings. Another student checked the board curiously. He suddenly shouted, Hold on, you mean that's the famous Zhou Yi, the legend that even Earth-rank pros can't touch. Moments later inside the dungeon. Die, you miserable little ants. The boss unleashed a massive inferno, but Wei Xuan just chuckled. Is that your best now break for me? With a shout, she shattered the attack with her glowing palms. She gave herself a little satisfied smile. Thanks to the dean, I can finally tank your hits. The boss roared back. The weak are always weak. Don't get cocky just because you've leveled up. Wei Xuan flinched as a giant fist barreled toward her face. Step back. Zhou commanded, meeting the fist with his own. The boss's arm exploded, followed by a scream. Well, there goes his arm. Zhou grinned at Qianshun. You did a fantastic job tanking that first hit alone. Time to wrap this up together. Lingxi added with a smile. Rest now, Qianshun. We'll take it from here. I'll slaughter you all, the beast screamed, but Golden Chain suddenly bound it. Lightning surged, making it howl. Zhou held the chain with a relaxed grip and chuckled. Getting a little spark, are we? Don't you worry. Scream all you want, but you aren't going anywhere yet. Halen agreed, her fingers weaving complex magical seals. Heaven and earth. Sealing formation, activate Weos. Talismans rained down like confetti, pinning the boss down as Lingxi spoke. Check out this move, Lightning Magic Thunder's Descent. A massive pillar of bolts crashed right onto the boss. Finally, it was Kiran's time to shine. She dashed forward with a shout. Here comes the final blow. One mighty slash later, and the head flew. Ding, congratulations. You have successfully conquered the Abyss-level dungeon. Clear time, 8 minutes, 36 seconds. Loot distributed. As they exited, Dean Wu was there to greet them. Incredible. You actually beat the 9-minute mark, he noted. That was a flawless run, leaving Zhou quite surprised. Dean Wu, what brings you to the dungeons? The dean turned serious. The exchange tournament dates are finally official. The battle begins 1 week from today. Tomorrow, we depart for Tongqin University. Hearing that news, Halen cheered. This is great. It's finally happening. Chiron clenched her fists, her voice practically buzzing with pure, polite excitement. All that blood and sweat was for this moment, Qianshun smiled. Finally, a chance to have a real match. Lingxi asked curiously, what's Tongqin University really like? Meanwhile, Zhou cracked his knuckles with a very playful grin. Dungeon bosses were getting a little repetitive, he thought. Time to test my strength against the world's best. The next morning, Dean Wu arrived to escort the team. Before leaving, he gave them one last friendly reminder. For your safety, we're using the school's private portal. It'll drop us right in the heart of Tongqin University. Principal Wang and the deans were waiting by the portal. After the greetings, the principal addressed the young stars. As our elite freshmen, you carry our school's honor. We've held the championship title for 4 straight years. I believe you'll bring home our 5th victory in a row. Yes, sir, the group shouted with huge smiles. With a nod from Wang Hiju, Huang fired up the teleportation array and poof, the world became a giant blur. Safe and sound at Tongqin University. Zhou Yi blinked in disbelief, wondering how they made it there so fast. 2 million kilometers in a heartbeat. Samir just chuckled, giving all the credit to Dean Zhu's top-tier magic. A train would take days, but a 3rd advancement mage makes crossing continents look like a walk in the park. Just then, a cheerful voice echoed through the courtyard, offering a grand welcome to the Suhong University crew. Wu Meng laughed, greeting his old pal Cheng Yongchun with a handshake that could warm the whole school. Since we are old friends, let me show you to your rooms, Cheng said, eyes twinkling at the students. These freshmen look sharp. I have heard whispers that your school has some real heavy hitters this year. We will see their skills soon enough. After the pleasantries, Wang turned to give his students their next orders. The big ceremony is 10 days away and the matches kick off right after. Get ready for some action. You have all worked so hard this month. Take a breather. No more grueling training for a few days. But keep your eyes peeled. Tongqin is busy lately, and we can't rule out sneaky spies lurking around. Demons love targeting rising stars, so stay sharp. But hey, enough gloom. Let's enjoy the day, shall we? Go explore, but stay safe. With that settled, a handy little robot zipped over to lead Zhou Yi away. A very warm, welcome-honored guest, you have officially arrived at the Tongqin University residential zone. I am here for whatever you need, the robot chirped. Zhou Yi smiled. This high-tech service was a sweet perk. Zhou Yi checked the view before popping open his glowing system panel and hitting level 23. Ding. 20 points richer. Sigh, the grind to level 24 feels like it is going to take forever. Most of my skills are stuck at rank C, but I need a B+ for those Holy Knight moves. I could snag Light Aura to buff my friends, though Dark Aura is great for crushing enemies. That 3rd advancement is still a dream. For now, I will just focus on crushing this system achievement mission. Fast forward 1 week, and the city was buzzing. The 157th National Tournament is finally here. It is Su Hong versus Ryang Zhou Yi stood there, feeling the arena's electric energy buzzing through his soul. Now I see why everyone wants to be here. This grand spectacle is absolutely breathtaking to behold. Jiang Qiran gave a knowing nod. Just wait. By the time the finals roll around, this crowd will double. While Zhou Yi's crew felt great, their rivals looked like they had just walked into a haunted house. Talk about bad luck. Facing Su Hong is a total nightmare. I guess we are just the opening act. Sigh. Su Hong were last year's undisputed kings. Facing them is basically a fast track to a total disaster. Their captain snapped, "Don't be cowards, we were top 30. Meanwhile, the crowd's excitement reached a fever pitch. Check out that Holy Knight. At level 23, he could probably steamroll every other freshman on the field. Thank goodness he is playing support today. If he were a damage dealer, Riyang University would be history. Can Riyang even make them try down on the field?" Their captain finally noticed Zhou Yi's terrifying level. With knees knocking together, he acted tough. Sure, he is high level, but levels aren't everything in a fight. Both teams took their marks, the digital battlefield glowing to life as their defensive barriers hummed with power. 3, 2, 1, let the games begin. The Riyang students lunged forward, but their captain signaled a halt. "Hold up. Let's play it safe and focus on defense. We need to see what we are dealing with." But Zhou Yi just gave a casual wave, and a brilliant light surged, boosting his team's stats instantly. The crowd gasped. He stacked multiple buffs in seconds. Is he even human, or is he just that good? Zhou Yi is the real deal. Even Captain Chang was stunned. "Old friend, where did you find this student?" At this rate, their stats will jump 50%. Wu Mang just beamed with a very proud mentor smile. The Holy Knight is a rare hidden class, and in a quick skirmish, its impact is absolutely legendary. Chang went quiet silently, thanking the heavens that his own team had a few secret aces up their sleeves. Facing Zhou Yi would be a total nightmare. Let's see how poor Riyang handles this massive power surge. Unfortunately for Riyang, Zhou Yi's team looked like legendary Grim Reapers. One student even dropped his heavy weapon. "Captain, what do we do?" Their leader turned pale, barely whispering, "I think I can block them. Maybe." Zhou Yi flashed a cheeky smirk at his rivals. "Piece of cake. All right, crew, let's stick to the basics and show them our true power." "Let's wrap this up fast," Jiang Qiran and Song Xiulan shouted in unison. Tong Lingxi just smiled, summoning a literal storm of fire. "Captain, the spotlight's mine for the opening." In a flash, she unleashed a blazing rain of arrows onto the Riyang team. "Inferno, volley, go." The Riyang students gritted their teeth desperately, conjuring a magic shield to survive the heat. "Guardian, shield up," their captain roared. "Wait, we actually blocked it. Is that all the legendary Su Hong has?" "Watch your back, Captain. Another one's coming." Wang Tekken charged forward with glowing eyes. "Eat this Voidbreaker fist." Her strike shattered their defense like thin glass. Seizing the opening, Jiang Qiran dove from above, unleashing a whirlwind of blades. The demon's ring erupted in a thunderous lightning blast. Just like that, the Vin Duang squad was completely wiped out. With the rivals defeated, the system chimed cheerfully. "The battle is over. The victors are Su Hong University." The system drone hovered excitedly, keeping the hype alive. What a performance, everyone. Stay tuned for more excitement. While waiting for the next round, Jiang Qiran started whining. "I'm match 27. This is going to take forever." Song Halin let out a deep, dramatic sigh. "I'm number 45. I'll be lucky if I even get to fight today." Zhou Yi just chuckled. "I'm in the 6th match against a swordsman. Lucky me, I'll be up in no time." His teammates watched him with pure envy. Meanwhile, the crowd started buzzing with some spicy rumors about our hero. Zhou Yi was barely a factor last time. Is a support class Holy Knight really cut out for a solo tournament? He's the captain, though. I bet he's hiding a massive trump card. Finally, it was time for Zhou Yi to take the stage. The arena erupted as the crowd chanted his name. The system announced the start of the 9th individual duel. Zhou Yi from Su Hong versus Chuan University's Liu Qiang fighters, take your spots. Let the carnage begin. Zhou Yi's opponent was a cocky level 18 swordsman. Liu Qiang smirked, thinking, easy win against a lowly support class. The gods of luck are on my side today. He felt victory was already his, and his teammates were already celebrating. Liu's fighting their captain, a fierce battle. Please, it's just a support player. This is going to be a joke. Liu will one-shot him for sure. The system countdown hit the screen. 3, 2, 1. Fight. Liu Qiang lunged forward with a lethal slash. Just surrender, now. He sneered. And I might let you keep your dignity. Zhou Yi just laughed it off. Surrender. You're funny. Why don't you try surviving a single hit before talking so big? Liu swung his blade in a rage. You arrogant little brat, how dare you treat me like a total amateur? He unleashed a raging bullfire wave, but Zhou Yi dodged through the flames like a ghost. He's fast, Liu gasped. It ends now anyway. But suddenly ice climbed up Liu's legs, rooting him to the spot in total shock. Before he could react, Zhou Yi was already closing the gap with a clenched fist. Damn these annoying support skills. With a burst of flame, he shattered the ice and lunged wildly. Your pathetic games are over, support boy. To his horror, Zhou Yi caught the blade with his bare hands, then he buried a devastating punch right into Liu's gut. Impossible, Liu wheezed. The sheer impact sent him flying dozens of meters across the arena like a cannonball. The fans were stunned. Wait, what just happened? Our captain got tossed like a rag doll. I didn't even see the hit. Their instructor just sighed. That's the Suhong captain for you. Liu made the fatal mistake of underestimating a monster. Even as a support, his raw power is terrifying. As the smoke cleared, Liu lay there, battered and bloodied. He didn't even twitch. The system drones swarmed in, officially declaring him unable to continue the fight. The winner is Zhou Yi. Our hero just stretched. Honestly, too easy. He couldn't even handle a basic C-rank punch. The stadium went wild. That punch was insane. A literal one-shot victory. I've never seen anything like it. Unbelievable. Was that even his full power? Meanwhile, Professor Chu Yu watched in disbelief. It's only been months since I saw him. But Zhou Yi's leveling speed is monstrous. How? Dean Chang smiled knowingly. He almost joined your school, didn't he, Professor? Chu Yu let out a heavy sigh of regret. You're right. If only I had known his potential back then. If I'd recruited him, we'd be the ones dominating this whole tournament right now. What a missed opportunity. A Mike is Halen, the level 19 archer, watched Zhou Yi with narrowed eyes. So that's him. Little Ran wasn't kidding about him being special. His versatility is incredible. He's a master of support and combat. Nearby, the priest Zhou Xiao felt a sudden chill. That ice spell was way too fast. Not even our clan's elite mages can cast like that. Suddenly her bracelet pulsed. Zhou Xiao froze. The clan treasure. Why is it reacting to him? Could he carry the legendary glacial bloodline? Xiaolan noticed Zhou Xiao's dazed expression and piped up. You doing okay? Recovering. Zhou Xiao clutched her artifact tight and murmured, Yes, everything's just fine. She scrambled to find a graceful way to bail. Sorry, Sister Lan, but something urgent just came up. I really have to fly. Xiaolan was left standing there, totally baffled by her friend's weird energy. Meanwhile, Zhou Xiao hurried into a private corner and called Zhou Hang immediately. Xia, he answered with a smile. Isn't your big tournament starting now? Why are you calling your old man from a work line, kid? Hearing her father's comforting voice, Zhou Xiao's excitement boiled over. Dad, you won't believe it. I found a glacial bloodline awakener named Zhou. Get this, his bloodline. Purity is actually over 70%. Zhou Hang nearly fumbled his phone. Hold on, 70%. Are you serious? That high, Zhou Xiao gave a firm nod. I'm 80% sure, but I need a better look to confirm. Zhou Hang let out a sigh. Straightening his glasses, he replied, Understood. We need a strategy. Make a chance for me to observe this young man for myself. I'll check the family records to see if he's truly kin. After ending the call, Zhou Hang stood by the window, smiling from ear to ear. The glacial bloodline. This could be the miracle we've prayed for. Meanwhile, over in the right arena, the whole stadium was buzzing. Fans chanted for Zhou Yi, while his rivals' supporters roared for Li. Li's friend chuckled. Hey, try not to break the kid too badly, okay? Li flashed a cocky, playful grin. Trust me, I've got this. I just hope this Zhou Yi guy can actually handle me. Standing nearby, his teammate Wei Hai looked genuinely concerned. Be careful, Li. That kid's strength is no joke. He's the real deal. The pressure coming off him is actually terrifying. Li's smirk vanished. Understood, he replied instantly, igniting his most powerful abilities. His friends watched in amazement as his energy surged. Wow, look at that aura Brother Li is playing for keeps today. With his level 18 Gale armor, Zhou won't land a single hit. Honestly, I just hope the poor guy doesn't cry on stage. After that witty crack, the match kicked off to a roaring crowd. Go Team Zhou, Yi, show them what you've got. Suddenly Zhou Hang arrived at the entrance, looking slightly out of breath. Made it. Beside him, little Donger looked around in awe. She was amazed that the arena was just as grand as their family estate. Just then, Zhou Xiao stepped up behind them. Donger spotted her sister and let out a happy squeal. She practically launched herself into her sister's arms for a massive hug. Whoa, Dad Donger, what are you guys doing here? Zhou Hang beamed with a knowing smile. Why else would we be here, dear? He likely belongs to our main bloodline lost during the Dark Age. The clan leader sent me to confirm this legendary glacial power. Plus, this is the perfect chance for your sister to see Suzhou's top-ranked freshman show his stuff. Suddenly, Zhou Donger pouted like a grumpy toddler. Pfft, what's so great about a support class holy knight? I have nothing to learn from him. Zhou Xiao stepped in with a stern sisterly look. Donger lose the attitude. Who cares if his class is a holy knight? If his purity really is 70%, He qualifies for our clan's secret hidden classes. Hearing that Donger leaned in. Wait, sis, for real. Our best branch member is only 40%. Is 70% really that crazy? Suddenly, Joe Hang chimed in to give her a stern scolding. Donger, didn't I warn you before we got here? You must show Joe ye respect. By rank, he is technically your older brother. Joe Donger huffed and crossed her arms. Even if we're family, if he wants me to call him Big Brother, he better prove he's strong. Joe Xiao smiled, playing the peacemaker. Okay, let's all relax. Since Dad is here, we'll know the truth once we test his stats. For now, let's just enjoy the match and see what he's made of. Finally, Donger agreed to behave just as the system's chime rang. Match 1, Zhou Yi of Suhong University versus Lai Xin of Shanghai University. The third round of the singles bracket is officially starting. Welcome our two contestants, Lai of Modu University and our star, Zhou Yi. Lai stepped out looking like a human tank, grinning with confidence. Honestly, I was going to go easy on you and finish this fast, but my captain says you're legit, so I guess I'll try. Chuyi gave a polite, gentle shrug. Oh, well, good luck with that. He took a moment to size up his opponent, thinking to himself, interesting, they actually gauged exactly how much power I'm hiding. It seems that Madu University captain is sharper than he looks. He focused back on Li Xin and whispered a quiet observation. Wait, he's only level 18. That's 5 levels below where I am. If I use even one punishment of light, this poor guy will probably faint. The level 18 fighter from Madu stood ready for the bell, but when he caught Chuyi's gaze, he flinched. Meanwhile, Chuyi was just stressed. Our big team match is scheduled for tomorrow. I have to hold back and stick to basic close combat for this round. Honestly, having to pull my punches is so annoying. Seeing both fighters were ready, the system began the countdown. Contestants get ready. The match begins in 3, 2, 1, start. The moment the clock hit 0, the arena's atmosphere exploded. Chuyi instantly cast Blessing of Protection, summoning a massive pillar of blinding light. The glare forced Li to shield his eyes, making him even more cocky. Nice special effects, kid. 10 points for the flashy style. But it's all just for show. With that, Lai charged straight at Chuyi. He threw a heavy kick with confidence, but Chuyi blocked easily. Chuyi didn't even break a sweat. Is that all you've got? He quickly countered the move with a lightning-fast, radiant elbow strike. That heavy strike sent Lian scrambling for cover. Ouch, that's going to leave a mark, he muttered. Is my high-tier armor actually made of wet paper? His flimsy defense shattered instantly as Chuyi launched him clear across the stadium. Lian slammed into the wall, leaving the entire crowd completely breathless. Can you believe it? A support class is actually bullying a frontline warrior. Is a healer seriously making a professional fighter bleed right now? Our friend Lian possesses the legendary A-rank Iron Bones talent. Logically, his physical defense should easily shrug off anything Chuyi throws his way. Dusting himself off, Lian gasped, Are you a secret heir to some grand clan? No normal healer should be out-muscling a warrior like me? Chuyi just shrugged casually. Not at all, I'm just a bit more durable than average. Then he unleashed a storm of glowing holy fists. Lian gritted his teeth, trapped in a corner while grumbling about his luck. Darn, his pressure is too intense, I can't even breathe. This aggressive flurry pushed poor Lian right to the edge. Chuyi smiled politely. Let's wrap this up, shall we? Lian's eyes widened in fear. There is absolutely no way I'm surviving this hit. He panicked. Terrified, Lian screamed at the top of his lungs. Wait, stop, I give up. Hearing the plea, Chuyi swerved his fist just in time. Even a near miss created a shockwave, tossing Lian to the floor in pain. Seeing Lian's cracked gear and exhausted form, the system chimed, Winner Chuyi, fantastic work on moving forward to the next round. You've officially claimed your spot in the 4th round of our singles competition. Chuyi rubbed his neck, feeling a bit awkward about it. Holding back is tougher than it looks. I got a bit excited and went overboard. The stadium was left speechless by his overwhelming power. The crowd is in shock. Who knew a holy knight could throw hands like that? He just dismantled a seasoned warrior with bare fists. This defies all logic. Chuyi's raw strength is honestly a bit scary. Ever the gentleman, he approached the fallen warrior with healing light. Holy light. As the medics arrived, our hero sheepishly admitted he was too rough. Sorry, he really waited until the last second to quit. I couldn't stop my momentum, he whispered to the nurse. Don't worry, I gave him a quick boost to keep him stable for now. I'll let you professionals take it from here. The nurse gasped at the damage. Looking at Lian, she cried, These wounds are serious. Lian whimpered in pain. Ouch, everything stings. The medical duo quickly jumped into action to provide some much-needed first aid to him. Checking him over, she sighed. Judging by these nasty bruises, It will take at least 2 or 3 days for him to fully recover. It's wild that a holy knight deals such crazy damage. As the duel ended, Chu Xiao chimed in, "Told you so right!" Chu Yi's power is legendary, outshining any genius his age. Chu Hang watched solemnly. He launched a guy in full plate armor. That is some serious monster-level power. Perhaps our clan's own special ice bloodline is the only real answer to his hidden strength. This hidden class upgrade grants incredible elemental magic. Chu Yi's strength left Donger totally speechless. She huffed with a cute, tiny pout. "Fine, I admit he is strong. Happy now." Her cute face made Zhao burst into laughter. It seems Chu Yi finally impressed her. He asked Chu Xiao to please set up a meeting with the winner. Chu Xiaoyi simply nodded with a polite, Just then, the system announced Jiang Churan's big match. The clash between Su Hong and Modu University was getting really intense. A winner will be crowned soon. Who will claim the top spot? Watching closely, Zhao Yi thought Jiang seemed weaker than Li Xin. Just as he thought Xiaoan should win this easily. Inside the arena, Zhang Fang was struggling and thinking very bitterly about her situation. Su Hong's fighters are scary strong. I've reached my absolute limit. Meanwhile, Jiang Churan pressed her relentless, cheerful attack upon her opponent. She thought, I must end this battle quickly. The energy forming before her terrified Zhang Fang, who let out a startled scream. Jiang Churan unleashed a storm of slashes that tore through her opponent. Phantom slash. Finally, Zhang Fang collapsed, unable to take any more. The system announced that Modu University's Zhang Fang can no longer continue this fight. It looks like the match is officially over. Congrats to Jiang Churan for moving to round 4 of the tournament. The crowd gasped at Su Hong's power, shouting in shock. Jiang Fang didn't stand a single chance. I never knew Su Hong had someone as legendary as Jiang Churan on their roster. I wonder how tomorrow's team match against Qingjing University will go. That's a must-see event. Zhao Yi walked down to praise her. Xiaowen, you were amazing. That finishing move was super cool. Jiang Churan modestly replied that she was just lucky against a weak foe. Jiang Churan's tone turned quite playful. If I fought you, brother Zhao Yi, I would just surrender immediately to save myself the trouble. Zhao Yi awkwardly scratched his head, asking how he could ever fight her. Suddenly, someone came running up and called for student Zhao Yi. Confused, Zhao Yi turned around to see who it was. Catching her breath, Chu Xiaoyi introduced herself as a member of the Zhou family. I'm here because you have finally awakened the legendary Frost bloodline. With such pure energy, you must be one of our kin. Zhao Yi wondered aloud about the Frost bloodline and this mysterious family. Standing nearby, Jiang Churan began to quietly explain the situation. Brother Zhao Yi, the Zhou family, is an ancient clan like mine. They have been a major power in this province for many centuries. Their history is incredibly long, and their true strength is quite formidable. Jiang Churan continued her polite explanation of their noble background. Lately, fewer members of their family have awakened their special ice powers. They are very desperate for anyone with that rare Frost bloodline. Imagine the epic leveling loot we could snag. Zhang's bluntness sent a rosy flush across poor Chu Xiao's face. She agreed it was possible, but Zhou Yi politely bowed out. I'm quite all right, thank you, but regarding this Zhou clan matter, got any proof to show Chu Xiaobai presented an appraisal stone? Actually, my father's right here. He holds the bloodline stone. If you're kin, it'll shine bright. Zhou Yi shrugged. Well then, let's see the results. The moment his fingers brushed it, the stone erupted with light. Unbelievable. Your Frost bloodline purity exceeds 90%. Zhou Yi offered a soft, knowing little smile. I can truly feel a warm, familiar family bond stirring now. Who would have thought a simple tournament would reveal my origins with the main character's lineage officially confirmed? Chu Xiao spoke up. Brother Zhou, could you please meet my father? Certainly, he replied, turning toward Jiang. Head back for now. I'll spend a bit more time with her. Jiang grinned. Understood. Just don't let them pressure you. The Zhous are big, but my Jiang family still rules. Chu Xiao puffed her cheeks playfully. Hey, we're pretty great too. She then introduced him. We've arrived, Brother Zhou. My father and sister are waiting inside for you. Within, Zhou Yi couldn't help but chuckle inwardly. When little Yun was ill and they were struggling, this so-called family didn't lift a single finger to help. Now that he's a top-tier prodigy, they're all smiles. Typical, right? Suddenly the door creaked open wide. Zhou Hang stepped forward. So glad you both made it, he approached with warmth. Greetings, young friend. I'm Zhou Hang. Zhou Yi offered a polite handshake. A pleasure. Hang beamed. I've heard legendary tales about your reputation, kid. Seeing you in person, you truly are special. As his necklace shimmered, Hang gasped. That Frost purity is magnificent. Realizing he was acting like a total fanboy, he cleared his throat. Your late father and I were cousins. It's such a tragedy he left us so young. Zhou Yi remained composed. That's all in the past, Zhou Hang added eagerly. We'll return to the main branch and unlock our secret Frost class. The clan will support you with every resource. We'll fast-track your leveling straight to your 3rd advancement. Zhou Yi tilted his head. A hidden class. But I'm already a holy knight. Is a class change even possible? Zhou Hang's eyes sparkled with excitement. Don't you worry. We have a legendary class change item ready. You'll unlock the ice class's true potential. Zhou Yi pondered the offer. His god-tier support system was already permanently bound to the holy knight path. Under divine guidance, his leveling speed left every ordinary player in the dust. To the current Zhou Yi, the family's secret class wasn't worth mentioning. So no job change means no support. Is that the deal? Surprised Zhao Hong replied, well, it's not exactly like that, but switch classes and the family's massive library is yours. You'll have endless resources and never need to grind again. Zhou Yi politely declined with a simple head shake. Tempting, but I refuse. Hearing this, Zhou Hang began to panic. He quickly offered even better terms. Switching classes resets your skills and every skill point is fully refunded. No stat losses. Join our main branch, and within 6 years, we'll boost you to level 50 for your 3rd awakening. Zhou Yi remained firm. Honestly, your offers don't interest me. My academy already provides more than enough. I'm not worried about my power scaling. Besides, I truly love my Holy Knight class. Zhou Hang looked baffled. But knights are just supports. Our hidden class is elite Zhou. Yi, what else could you possibly desire? Zhou Yi snapped back. Just to support his pride was wounded. If you think knights are merely healers, you're mistaken. As it happens, I have a match tomorrow. I will show you exactly what a knight can do. With that, Zhou Yi decisively turned to leave. Waving goodbye, he called out, Xiao Xiao, I'm taking my leave. See you at the arena. Zhou Xiao tried to stop him. Wait, brother, Zhou Yi. She then questioned her father. Dad, why didn't you try harder to convince him? Zhou Hang frowned. Let him go. He doesn't see the limits. He'll learn tomorrow. After seeing the university's true power, we can try recruiting him again. Suddenly, Zhou Donger raised her hand from the nearby sofa. Actually, I have a different opinion. Lifting her head, she added, Dad, we're being far too soft. Is all this extra trouble truly worth it? Zhou Xiao answered shyly. Zhou Hang sighed deeply at the question. Let your father explain, he said solemnly. Our ancestor was the first person with frost powers. Under his legendary leadership, the Zhou family rose to power. Since then, our kin kept awakening that icy bloodline, producing legends who reached the 3rd advancement. Our tale begins when the Dark Age reshaped our destiny forever. Chu Hang revealed how that era transformed their world. Hordes of otherworldly demons launched a terrifying invasion. The Chu Patriarch led his finest warriors on a perilous quest. Alas, he vanished in enemy lands, leaving the clan fragile. Most level 3 elders fell battling those monsters. Ancient magic revived 5 elders, yet a demon lord's eternal curse still haunts their very souls today. Chu Heng sighed thoughtfully. Since then, our descendants rarely awaken the legendary Frost bloodline anymore. Success is below 1%. This stubborn curse persists. We desperately need a true successor to rise. We appear powerful, but our foundation's actually quite delicate. He offered a polite, gentle smile. If pure-blooded Chu Yi returned, everything would change. We'd pour every resource into his heroic leveling journey. He might rival our legendary patriarch. Currently, Chu Yi is effortlessly crushing every tournament match. He feels invincible now, but Qingjing University awaits. He'll soon realize our family holds his true power. Dongni whispered, But Dad, what if he actually wins? Chu Hong paused, lost in thought. Chu Xiao teased her for backing the underdog. Focus on your own match. Dongni just pouted cutely. Morning sun hit the arena, buzzing with cheerful energy. Snagging these front-row tickets was a total quest. Did you travel far for this epic showdown? Absolutely, it's the peak of college-level team leveling. Round 3 already. This will be legendary fans wonder if Chu Yi's winning streak can survive. Qingjing has the home field advantage today. I'm feeling a bit nervous for our heroic protagonist. Dongni worried politely as the odds shifted. Suddenly, the stadium's system announcement boomed across the stands. Welcome our rival teams to the grand leveling arena. Both squads stepped onto the bright stage. The crowd cheered wildly for their favorite schools. Stepping up, Chu Yi instantly triggered a powerful skill. Mystic Light Warhammer. A massive hammer appeared shaking the earth as the captivated audience watched. A hammer. Captain Chu Yi is a weapon specialist. It fits a knight, yet his aura glows differently. Wow, even from the very last row, his presence is intense. Dong Ni's eyes sparkled with surprise. Chu Yi feels like he has leveled up significantly, Chu Hang asked with a hint of suspicion. Is he still hiding his true power? Level 22 warrior Li Wan wondered why Chu Yi stood forward. Does he plan to be the main damage dealer? Xiaolan, the level 19 archer, replied cheerfully. After yesterday's incredible matches, he might just be the carry. Level 18. Priestess Chu Xiao smiled kindly. He's our top freshman, Lu Zhou huffed. He's just a holy knight. High levels aren't everything, right? Level 22 mechanic. Wang Xuan sneered. Li Yuan's voice turned serious as he looked back. Suhong University cost us everything last year. He tapped his sword against the floor, eyes narrowing. Li Yuan gave a stern order. It's Suhong again, everyone. Stay focused for this big match. Give it your all. I don't care about injuries. The team responded with a cheerful, no problem. Outside, Dean Chang smirked, playing support and damage. Can he really handle both roles at once? Don't worry about his stamina. Wu Wang laughed. On the field, true strength always wins out. I have total faith in our talented boy. Wu Wang's cheerful confidence made Dean Chung feel uneasy. Freshmen have few points, making generalists risky. Is that old fox hiding a secret ace up his sleeve? On stage, Li Wen watched Chu Yi coldly. The referee raised his flag, signaling the start immediately. Match begin, Chu Yi smiled. I'll take the lead. You guys just follow along and have fun. Wang Xuan cheered, haha, let the fun begin with Brother Yi leading. We can finally just relax. We'll crush any university this year. Chu Yi turned back politely. We should still stay careful, everyone. They were last year's runners-up. If you're hurt, I'll heal you. The team cheered, got it, Captain. The countdown hit 0. 3, 2, 1, go. Chu Yi shouted, I'm moving in, aimed and surged forward. God's grace and protection activated courage. The commentator shouted as the grand match finally ignited. Chu Yi shows zero hesitation against his rivals. He's charging head-on, sending the entire stadium into an uproar. Both squads seem perfectly matched. Shouldn't they start with long-range pokes to test the enemy's defenses? Chu Yi is so confident he's even chanting while sprinting. That level of mastery is truly legendary. Li Wan's smile grew even more playful. With a mischievous wink, he joked, My goodness, you're in such a rush to lose. How truly wonderful. We've prepared a lovely long-range surprise just for you. Behind him, Xiaolan steadied her graceful bow. With a dainty click, she released her iconic, stifling arrow. The shot flew straight toward Zhou Yi, who looked perfectly calm. As the arrow whistled through the air, Xiaolan gave a cheerful little hum. My rank A skill never misses its target. Zhou Yi, you should have brought a defender. Let's see how you enjoy this cute gift. Just as it arrived, Zhou Yi gave a mild sigh. Oh dear, this is getting quite silly. Then with a light touch, he broke it apart mid-air. Xiaolan stood there blinking in shock. My word, did he just crush that with his bare hands? That was a level 8 rank. A technique, how unkind are... Li Wen laughed gently from the side. Sure, paladins can take a hit, but just you wait. Once Luo completes his melody, the game ends. Suddenly a soft, golden light pooled at the tip of Luo's magic staff. He cast his spell, calling out, Zhou Yi, please accept my finest work. A grand flaming bird appeared, the mythical Inferno Phoenix. It targeted Zhou Yi, exhaling a beautiful stream of swirling magical cosmic flames. Zhou Yi drifted back with elegance to dodge, but the performance wasn't over. Luo cheered, Go forth, Inferno Phoenix. Give him a nice warm embrace. As the firebird lunged, Zhou Yi held his ground, asking politely, Is it getting a little warm in here? Luo looked quite annoyed. It seems I'll have the pleasure of finishing this match. High in the stands, the crowd roared with absolute joy. That rank A+ Phoenix is stunning. It's the school's top skill. Nobody can stop that. I can't wait to see Zhou Yi's polite reaction. Rushing in by himself was rather bold, wasn't it? From the fancy seats, Zhu Yu giggled. The wisest choice now is a dignified retreat. He's quick enough to retreat and rejoin his lovely teammates. Sumei simply couldn't stop herself from laughing. Retreat. Zhu Yu frowned. Sumei, why are you giggling? Su smiled. Excuse me, it's just silly thinking a small rank A+ skill would scare him. Zhu Yu huffed with annoyance. Just you wait until he fails, she snapped. Sumei tilted her head slightly. Is that so? I sincerely hope your friends are ready for the task. In the arena, Zhou Yi strolled toward the fire, shocking everyone watching. Zhu Yu gasped, completely puzzled. Wait, what's happening? Suddenly a brilliant glow enveloped Zhou Yi. His real strength was finally on display. Rank A ability. Sacred Flame. Halo. This crown collects heavenly sparks, allowing our hero to command flames with total grace. It grants every ally a 20% bonus to their wonderful fire moves. The blessing remains while Zhou Yi prepares his grand finale. Sacred Halo time to feast. Zhou Yi cheered. Luo shouted, Impossible. The phoenix was being sucked directly into Zhou Yi's aura. He grinned at the phoenix. Come along, little friend. Let us grow stronger together. A teammate beamed with pride. It seems the school completely misjudged our captain's incredible power. Jiang Shuran continued to shower him with polite compliments. If Dragonblood couldn't scorch him, this little spark won't either. Fire what fire? Chu Yi teased, grabbing the phoenix with his hands. Forgive me for ruining the fun, but I have my own holy flames. In the bleachers, every spectator was left completely speechless. The audience gasped. Was that a divine being in action? Incredible Chu Yi possesses a technique that comes directly from the heavens. He truly is God Yi. Even Chu Yu was stunned into silence. A heavenly skill, she hissed. How could he possibly find that? Even elite professionals struggle to find a sacred halo like that. Is this even fair? Sui just offered a polite, gentle smile. Perhaps it's destiny. True masters always find a little luck. Don't get too relaxed, Chu Yu retorted, still feeling quite bothered. We still have several hidden tricks ready to go, you know. Sume shrugged. For your benefit, I truly hope that's true. That composed attitude was really testing Chu Yu's patience. Meanwhile, young Chu Dong'er stared at her father with wide, shimmering eyes. Father, what is a heavenly skill? Why is everyone so happy? Chu Heng answered, Those are the most precious abilities in the world, dear. You won't find them in any textbooks or classrooms, and they aren't inherited through bloodlines or family names either. Only those chosen by the divine can ever dream of using one. It is obvious the god of light bestowed a unique gift upon him. He sighed, recalling their history. Our clan carries the ancient frost lineage. We were once the beloved children of the frost goddess herself, but after the curse, her holy protection simply vanished. He looked down with a sigh. Those with divine favors possess endless possibilities. The offer we tried to make him before was likely just small change to a genius of his caliber. Chu Dong'er tilted her head. So was our trip a waste? Chu Heng straightened up. No, there is still a small chance left. I will speak with him once the match ends. He is our final hope. I won't let this chance pass us by just yet. Back in the ring, Lu Zhou was trembling. This is impossible, my greatest fire phoenix. Where did it go? Seeing him confused, Li Wen gave him a friendly pat. I'm confused too, but it seems flames won't bother this fellow. Keep your chin up, change your strategy, and use a different element. Lu. Zhou regained his focus and gave a polite nod. Understood. Li Yuan lifted his sword and called to Helan. Keep the spells flying. We mustn't let him break through our guard. I'm on it, Helan replied, releasing a storm of arrows. With a steady breath, Lu prepared his next grand technique. A sly smirk played on his face as he teased, Patience, Chu Yi, our bag of tricks is still full. Suddenly a massive granite wall erupted, cutting off his sight. Lu Zhou roared, Erupt earthen bulwark. Meanwhile, Helan lunged from the side, unleashing her Storm of the Howling Wind in a fierce volley. Chu Yi remained calm, musing, Is that all it takes to halt me? He chuckled politely. A spirited try, but you youngsters are still quite green. Chu Yi calmly raised a palm. Divine Aegis of Radiance. A brilliant barrier shimmered, instantly shattering every incoming arrow into stardust. Chu Xiao was stunned. An A-rank shield, she whispered, and its mana density is absolutely incredible. Even Heen was impressed. His defense is truly ironclad, he noted. At least he's effectively pinned down for the moment. Chu Yi gave a courteous nod. True, you did disrupt my rhythm. I suppose it's time for a long-distance strike to scatter your little group. Suddenly, Li Yuan felt a chill. This is bad. Everyone retreat now. But the warning came far too late. Chu Yi had already summoned a massive fire vortex. Holy infernal vortex. Lewin scrambled away, yelling, Clear the area, everyone. That blaze will incinerate anything it touches. The destructive power is insane. Hylan fled, her heart hammering with pure nerves. A holy firestorm on such a colossal scale. If those flames catch me, I am knocked out instantly. Li Yuan's eyes bulged. Where is Luha? Is he still in there? Sadly, Luha was trapped inside, fighting desperately to stay conscious. He roared in frustration. Confound it. Is this guy actually supposed to be a knight? His magic is more terrifying than an archmage's, seeing them struggle. Chu Yi teased, Is it getting warm? Don't worry, friend. After all, I am the fire phoenix. I shall consume you entirely. The fire flared up, obliterating the defense. Chu Yi called out politely, Time to blaze. Inside the cyclone, Lu Xiao cried out hopelessly. His staff snapped into pieces. The storm subsided, leaving Lu Xiao scorched. He groaned, A little help, please. Anyone? Chu Yi sighed gently. Oh, what a shame you survived. Better luck in the next match, my friend. Li Yuan snapped, You cocky brat. Healer, tend to him. I will handle Chu Yi myself. The team agreed. Chu Yi raised his mace and smiled. Right on schedule. A golden beam shot toward Li Yuan. Luminous blade strike. Spujals. Li Yuan stood firm, scoffing, Please watch me nullify this. He quickly raised his guard. Aegis of Retribution activate. Nadir. Seeing the giant shield, his friend gasped, "Wow, that is the captain's legendary signature defense." The golden beam collided with the shield in a massive explosion. Afterward, Liu Yan fell to his knees, panting for air. Good heavens, this man's power is truly terrifying, he thought. No wonder Li Heng's steel talent could not hold up. Suddenly his eyes ignited as he roared, "I am no pushover!" He quickly launched a fierce, vengeful strike. Chu Yi swatted it away. "That is just for show, right?" Liu Yan stood baffled like, "Wait, how is that even possible?" He neutralized a direct hit without even trying. Normally, one swing would fell a level 20 elite monster. Refusing to yield, he charged again. "I refuse to believe this." Chu Yi swung his azure mace to retaliate. "I will just keep going until you offer a polite surrender." Their collision sparked a titanic wave of energy. Chu Yi grinned, enjoying the battle. "You certainly live up to the title of university captain. Finally, a peer who can keep up." Liu Yan gritted his teeth. "His attributes are simply overwhelming. My stamina will not last much longer." Suddenly, Chu Yi sent the sword spinning away. "Oops, lost your weapon. Tired already?" Chu Yi lunged forward, calling out a friendly, "Make some room, please." Liu Yan froze. "I cannot dodge this." Suddenly, a shimmering shield appeared, intercepting the fatal finishing blow. My goodness, he actually blocked my sure-hit attack. Then a gargantuan shadow fell as a massive robot appeared. He whirled to activate his shield. His level 9 protection shattered instantly against the robot's horn. The defense exploded. He lunged forward again, yelling, "Shatter!" before landing gracefully on the ground. He caught his breath, impressed. My highest level defense was broken in one hit. Remarkable. Liu Yan got up, saved by Wu Hian. "Thanks, Wu Hian." His teammate gave a polite, calm reply. "Don't mention it. I will handle Chu Yi. Why don't you go help the others?" Wang Hian smiled politely. "I intended to save my true strength for our main rivals. I never imagined Chu Yi would challenge us this much alone." Wang Hian summoned another giant robot. He called forth a silver GX 100B plus a missile droid and a level 22 cavalry unit. Chu Yi was shocked. He is only level 19, yet these robots are level 22 impressive. Gong turned to Dean Trin with a smile. "Dean, it seems your school was hiding a secret ace." Dean Trin grinned. "Naturally, this kid is rocking an S+ rank, Heart of Machinery. His bots outshine the creator." Wong cheered. "An S+ rank that explains the magic. Their victory depends on those two." Below, Chu Yi smirked. "A classic robot swarm, huh?" Chu Yi's eyes gleamed. "All right, then, let's see it. Show me your little army strength." Wang Guan unleashed his swarm. "Charging my steel army, you've got a death wish." Fire. Heavy rounds zipped toward Chu Yi as robo-bees swarmed and distant tanks began their barrage. Chu Yi popped his Gemini Heart shield, calmly facing the lead storm with total composure. Strike the Barrier surged forward, sweeping away bullets and bots in one magnificent move. He triggered Holy Light Cross. A massive glowing symbol began frying the machines instantly. Boom, Wang Guan fumed as his bots crumbled. Darn it, those were supposed to be fire-resistant. Even they stood no chance. Wang Guan grabbed his keyboard. "Don't worry, I've got elites too." He summoned a fresh metal wave. "Your mana won't last forever. Go attack him." Nearby, Wang Tishan chuckled. Wang Guan has no clue Chu Yi actually loves these crazy odds. Just then, Chu Yi checked his system interface. His timing was absolutely perfect as always. New skill. Divine Storm panicked. Wang Guan shouted, "Not that again. Everyone fall back now." Too late, Divine Storm wiped the floor clean. Suddenly, Wang Guan's HUD flashed bright red. Unit 74 offline. Wang Guan seethed. He was already down a third of his forces. "Gosh," he sighed. "Zerg tactics won't work. I'm nearly out of clever options here. Time for my trump card." He summoned the HX Judicator, a beast buzzing with power. The HX's hooks locked in. Wang Guan yelled like a madman, "Judicator, it is time merge!" A hatch opened, pulling Wang Guan inside for the ultimate fusion. The real show starts now. The HX swelled, hitting the arena's field. Sirens wailed, warning scale restriction detected. The field underwent an emergency boost. The audience watched the mechanical titan in absolute awe. Calling it impressive is an understatement. This is the first epic tier marvel in tournament history. A legend has arrived, the level 23 Hex Judicator. A young lady sighed at its beauty. These freshmen are absolute monsters. Seeing the trump card, Li Yuan chuckled quite politely. Looks like Brother Xuan's Judicator's ready. Li Yuan teased that defeat was now certain. Zhang Churan ignored him, swinging her blade fiercely. Our Chu Yi would never lose. Li Yuan dodged with a smile. Inside his machine, Wang Xuan shouted, "Why keep fighting? Let me show you the Judicator's firepower." Fireballs rained, but our hero stayed perfectly calm. He calculated the blast radius. I definitely can't take this massive hit head on, he mused. Chu-Yi leaped across stones to stay safe, dancing around the flames with fluid grace. He wondered if there were more tricks. Suddenly, another fireball zoomed straight at him. He twisted away as it erupted beautifully. Seeing that power, Chu-Yi felt quite fortunate. How dangerous! Inside the mech, Wang Xuan laughed. Run, you've nowhere left to hide. In this tricky moment, Chu-Yi used his mace to smash fireballs right out of the sky. He drew his sword and struck the ground. With one mighty swing, the earth split. Inside the machine, Wang Xuan teased his evasiveness before unleashing a flurry of powerful strikes. Is everyone from Suhong such a talented runner? That did it, Chu-Yi agreed. Wang Xuan felt smug. He so easily provoked. What a silly fellow, he thought privately. A captain needs better self-control. Suhong must be struggling these days. He chuckled. The machine swung again, but Chu-Yi parried with his mace, knocking the blade aside. Our hero unleashed his special skill, the Hand of God. Heavenly light descended from above. The energy began absorbing everything, making the robot crackle. The technicians were left totally confused. The arena's field was draining fast. Suddenly, the system initiated emergency protocols. Tiny drones soared upward, safely tucking behind the barrier's shield. These high-level matches rely on a powerful light magic stone for control. This stone mends the arena's defenses as the rival heat intensifies. A sudden dazzling flash instantly caught Zhang Churan's sharp eyes. Watching Li Yuan's aggressive charge, Zhang Churan nimbly leaped back. She looked at her ally and shouted, "Get back right now!" Arrows rained over Heilon's zone, forcing the pair to retreat. Following her lead, the duo shared a glance and backed away together. Nearby, Li Wen felt a strange shiver, sensing something was wrong. He barked a hold order, but Lu snapped, "They're running away! Why stop now?" He whined as the university team quickly regrouped. Staring at the glowing light, Li Wen noted, "Something feels very off." "This energy is completely unnatural," he murmured politely. Suddenly, a massive spectral hand emerged from the center of the brilliance. The crowd shrieked in shock, wondering what that giant thing was. Vuong Hian watched from his mech's cockpit, eyes wide with fear. This terrifying S-rank aura could only mean one thing, a divine skill. Vuong Hian's face lost every bit of its color. Though only one rank higher, the power gap was truly astronomical. Yet a sudden surge of excitement began to replace his dread. He cheered, "I won't fear a mere divine skill before fighting." He fused his soul with the Arbiter, refusing to accept defeat. He wildly activated his ultimate move, the Arbiter Limit style. The blade's jagged teeth began spinning at a ferocious, deadly speed. He swung madly, his polite expression twisting as he lost his cool. A rapid storm of sharp strikes flew directly at the spectral hand. His victory hopes were crushed when a blinding light suddenly flared up. The massive palm slammed down, crushing the mech with immense force. A colossal energy wave triggered a truly spectacular and loud explosion. The spectators watched in absolute awe and nervous excitement. As fans panicked, broken mech shards rained toward our hero Chu-Yi. Chu-Yi calmly brushed the debris away with a casual kick. The Arbiter lay in ruins, marking Vuong Hian's total defeat. Holland whispered in disbelief, "I can't believe we actually lost." Despite his injuries, Vuong Hian reached out and called Chu-Yi's name. He called again, but Chu-Yi simply walked away without looking back. As he exited, the entire arena broke into wild, deafening cheers. That light was incredible. It looked just like a mini nuclear blast. Everyone began chanting our legendary main character's name together. Chu-Yi, Chu-Yi. He smiled politely while basking in the applause. The dean stood speechless, eventually naming the move Hand of God. "Our university accepts this defeat with grace and total respect," he said. His heart truly felt heavy. He'd hoped Vuong Hian would secure this semester's big championship win, but after witnessing that power, Dean Chang was visibly nervous. Nobody saw a powerhouse like Chu-Yi coming. He excels in everything. His stats are incredible across the board. He's basically a perfect all-rounder character. With the match over, Dean Chang prepared to depart. "Dean Wu, your university has discovered a legendary prodigy," he remarked politely. "In 30 years of teaching, Chu-Yi is the most brilliant." Wang simply gave a cheerful, modest chuckle in return. The crowd went wild, chanting for Suhong University and their hero, Chu-Yi. "Existizinken Suhong University, Chu-Yi, Isaktu." The thunderous cheers echoed everywhere. Chang Chan watched the scene, feeling completely moved by the incredible atmosphere. "That was total madness." Wang Chen laughed. "We made that look easy." "Was Qingjing University always that weak?" Song Xiulan asked curiously. "Easy. If Chu-Yi hadn't stepped up, we couldn't touch that guy." Tang Lingxi nodded. "Facing a level 23 epic robot is no joke. Without classmate Chu-Yi, we'd be looking at a total loss right now." Why worry about what-ifs when he's already carrying us? Wong joked. Jiang Chiren couldn't help but let out a polite, happy laugh. The stadium is going to need a major expansion by next year. This venue already holds 200,000 people, Jiang Chiron noted cheerfully. Between the broadcast and this hype, the world is buzzing. After this victory, Chu Yi's name will be famous, nationwide. Chu Yi smiled gently. You're getting a bit too cheeky for your own good. Meanwhile, in a private room, a mysterious woman watched the broadcast. Chu's hidden strength is quite impressive, she mused with a playful smirk. Our Tianwu Guild needs talent like his. His level is just a bit low. We'll wait for his second-class advancement before inviting him. Her companion stepped forward to offer a polite suggestion. The Tianwu Guild is the top-ranked faction in the whole country. Even our support staff are level 30, but his battle data is leaking. Chu Yi's combat records are already being sent to every major guild. If we wait too long to invite him, someone else might snatch him. Don't worry, it won't be too late, she replied with absolute confidence. She watched Chu Yi with intrigued eyes. The old guildmaster is watching too. Even if we don't recruit him today, I'm not worried. So, my little junior is destined to become a star member of our guild. At the hospital, the atmosphere in Wang Guan's room was heavy. Keep those recovery spells active. The doctors barked orders to the healers. Don't stop the mind-calming buffs. Report in before your mana hits 0. Everyone worked tirelessly, desperately, trying to stabilize Wang Guan's condition. The medical bay was a whirlwind of activity and magic particles. You, second team swap in. Why is this holy light debuff so hard to break? It's permanent. Chu Yi's attack was way too overpowered for a spar. Lewin sighed. If the arena's magic barrier hadn't triggered at the last second, Brother Xuan might not have even survived that final hit, and the rest of us would have been caught in the blast too. The entire team bowed their heads, feeling the weight of defeat. Lai Yuan hung his head in shame. Dean, please forgive us, we failed. Despite the school's support, we couldn't secure the win. Dean Chang chuckled warmly. Relax, boys. Chu Yi is simply a beast.